Here we go. It's a Tuesday morning. MJ and part of the crew here on a lovely, crispy, maybe not crispy, but like crisp. Yeah, that changes things. Crispy would indicate maybe, I don't know, a bunch of brush fires or something. But no, it's kind of crisp. I love the cooler temperatures as I emerge this morning. So Fester is here. Roxanne is here, so if we're not all here, and if clearly I'm here, then obviously Froggy's missing. So I guess Froggy, not to be outdone by Fester, Froggy's now called in sick. Fester, how is your progress, your return to normalcy? How's that doing for you?
In medical terms,
yes,
I can tell you that I'm coming along.
Okay, that. I don't want to hear your soft serve stuff. I don't want to hear any of the little things that I don't want to hear any of that stuff that you've been talking about.
It's all a battle,
but
I'm coming along.
All right, but listen, I'm truly concerned. Our listeners are truly concerned, and you are getting better. Is that true?
Yes, on the mend.
On the mend. All right, and Roxanne, hopefully you're feeling okay this morning.
Knock on wood, yeah.
Yeah. So Froggy's called in ill. Now, I didn't see this thing. Andrew, our producer, said to me, because I didn't check text this morning, which could be somewhat dangerous because generally I do, because if there's like a traffic problem, let's say, some schmuck on wheels is driving like a maniac and causes an accident on the Howard Franklin Bridge, Pat George, our traffic guy, he'll put out a text to the group, hey, heads up, warning guys, got a problem.
Oh, he lives for that.
Yeah. So there's no problem on the Howard Franklin Bridge, north or south right now, but a couple of times a year there is. And some just complete jackwagon. Something happens. You got a wreck somewhere, around 4th or MLK. And listen, remember, a year ago? I was, 30 minutes late for the show. I had to do the show from the car on the cell phone because I left my house in plenty of time. Yes. But, some imbitard can't driving recklessly, whatever the story is, and they cause a wreck and it backs things up. So I usually check my texts before I leave the house to see if I need to alter plans. And instead of taking the Howard Franklin, if there's a problem, and again, I reiterate, there is no problem. I'm just telling a story. But if there were a problem,
I solve it.
Check out the hook while the DJ revolves it, and I take the Gandhi Bridge. All
right, so Froggy
that's happened.
Texts us, and there's a text window that MJ's probably not checking his text messages, and it's right about the time he called or sent us a message at 5:33.
Oh yeah. Okay, and.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. He sent it at 5:18.
5:18.
So he knows you leave your house about 5:15.
Hold on. So where the hell did you get? Yeah, I'm in the car. I'm driving. I'm not checking my text messages while I'm driving.
Roxanne replied at 5:33. That's what happened.
Okay. All right. And then I didn't even read the text. All Andrew, our producer, said to me is Froggy. Oh, you saw Froggy's text. And the minute Andrew said, you see Froggy's text, I don't need to hear anything else.
You know what that
I don't need to hear whether he has a sore throat, whether his schnoz fell off, whether he's got the herpes, whether, whatever the deal is. It doesn't matter. As soon as I hear, did you see Froggy's text, I know he's not coming in for whatever the reason is. So what is the reason? I didn't read the text.
It's one of the things you might or might not have covered, but
what is it?
I guess the kids aren't feeling well. He's not feeling well. He thinks he's going to get the whole studio sick. So he says he's not going to make it in today. Kids are all sick for some reason.
Is this just delayed reaction to him going to that Oliver something or other concert on Saturday night?
I mean, if they're keeping the kids home from school today, maybe they're feeling sick.
Hey, incidentally, Chloe sent the text. Oh, my God. Froggy went to Oliver. Hang on a minute.
Oliver Tree?
Yeah, is that it? Oliver Tree.
I keep wanting to call him Oliver Twist.
Yeah, Oliver Twist. Yeah, it's some artist named Oliver Tree who I never freaking heard of, but that's pretty much the case with 99.2% of the music Froggy listens to. I have no idea who the hell they are. And Oliver Tree is one of those, and Froggy went to a concert on Saturday night, but apparently Chloe knows who Oliver Tree is because Chloe sent the text. Oh, my God. Froggy went to Oliver Tree. I'm so jealous. That's the text I'm reading from Chloe right now. Hey, I've got a little contest coming up later on, and it's in addition to the Rolling Stones. We have Rolling Stones tickets to give away in the 9 o'clock hour. Keep listening. 9 o'clock hour, Stones tickets. They're coming next year to Orlando. They're going to be at Camping World Stadium. And I've got tickets to give away in the 9 o'clock hour. You keep listening to this high-quality entertainment here on the MJ Morning Show. And then in the 9 o'clock hour, I'm going to say, hey, call in and win. Here, be this number caller, blah, blah, blah. And then you call and win Stones tickets. We gave away a pair yesterday. Got another pair to give away today. This is it, right? This is going to be the last time the Stones are they touting this as the finale yet? Or
It's got to be. I mean,
yeah, I can't imagine. I mean, Mick Jagger's 80. 80 years. I mean, that's tremendous. Hold on, you just did a what?
yeah. I mean, I did that because
Is that just sinking in?
I assimilated him being 80 and all the running around he does on stage. I mean, it's like, do you see many 80-year-olds get that kind of cardiovascular workout in ever?
Listen, Joe Biden, the president, has trouble just kind of walking
Moving
to the
from point A to-
podium.
yeah.
I mean, let alone jumping around on stage.
You put a microphone in front of Joe and have him sing Satisfaction, and he'll bring the house down.
So we've got your tickets coming up in just a bit. Like, didn't Kiss right now? Isn't Kiss touting? This is it. This is the final tour for Kiss ever, and Kiss is a lot younger.
Yeah.
Well, I say a lot younger. What are they in the 70s? Like, bring up. Just go to Google, type in Gene Simmons. Yeah, how old is Gene? 72, 74? Up.
74.
Look at that.
There you go.
He's 74 years old. So Kiss, I believe, is now touting this is it. Hey, I've got like I was saying, on top of the fact we're giving away these Rolling Stones tickets later on, 9 o'clock hour. Also, I've got the must-hear 9:10 story. Folks, if you don't know this, I do a must-hear story, just something really interesting that's caught my attention that I find really interesting, which is really the bulk of this show. I mean, that's the way I've always operated on this show, is I just do crap that interests me. And luckily, it has worked out that what interests me and whatever I cobble together to put together a daily radio show on, that it typically apparently entertains a good portion of the audience. So that's my formula. You know, folks say, hey, how do you do a radio morning show? I said, I just find stuff that kind of floats my boat. Stuff that I laugh at, stuff that I cry at, stuff that, just stuff that just captures my attention, and then I just do it on the show, mix it in with, all of our personal exploits and all of our tribulations, all that kind of crap. But I have another contest this morning, and it involves what's in this blue mystery pouch.
Ooh.
I'm holding the blue mystery pouch up to MJTV right now. So I'm just kind of rattling it. I have a blue mystery pouch.
Okay.
There are multiple items in the mystery pouch. I will tell you they're all the same, though. What is in the mystery pouch? So we'll deal with, and I'll give a clue.
And we have some really exciting games here at the MJ Morning Show.
And I'll give a clue coming up about the mystery pouch. So don't move. Just getting rolling here on a Tuesday morning. Going to be a jammed up show. I'm excited. It is 6:09. Traffic's on. Here's Pat. Back in a second.
Dallas County.
105 and a little Google Dolls 621 here on a Tuesday morning. So I had a couple of Hollywood celebrity stories yesterday that I was planning on doing before the end of the show, and, well, I didn't get around to them, but I find them interesting. Fester, you distracted with something? You're kind of staring off into somewhere. You all right?
I look up and I see you. That's
all
it.
right.
Staring off.
Well, you weren't looking at me directly. It was just like you were staring at some kind of flying orb in the studio, like a little Tinkerbell or something.
That's it.
All right. Britney Spears.
What's she up to?
Posed in nothing but a Victoria's Secret bra and underwear after celebrating her 42nd birthday, according to Page 6. Now, Britney Spears posing and crazy stuff. I mean, that's not new, but the, concern continues. Now, is something really awry, or is she just trolling us all, and this is the way to keep her, in the news? All the pre-publication chatter that existed about, oh, man, is Britney cracking? Is Britney, is she busting up? And her book comes out, and it's a whopper monster seller. Hey, go to the. What are you on right now, Fester?
This is the post of Britney in the Victoria's Secret bra.
Did you see it?
Well, I have still shots, so
yeah, it's very suggestive.
Yeah, so Fester is watching the video right now, and it really is. I mean, it is nearly. She's not naked, but her moves and her writhing on her bed.
And
I mean, it's and she goes to bring her little bikini bottom underwear things down, and it's very, very suggestive.
It's awesome.
I mean, she is in great shape.
If anything, she's not cracking.
Is she playing us all?
She's not wrong. She doesn't look 42. She doesn't have the body of a 42-year-old.
Hold on. What do you mean she's not wrong?
Well, isn't that what? Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm reading an article that you guys didn't see. Britney Spears rolls around in bed in bra and underwear and says she doesn't feel 40 in her new video.
Oh, she's 42 now.
I know.
It's a 42nd birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's not the headline I have. It's just that Britney's just kind of rolling around in the bra and panties. And listen, the book has been a monster. Fester, turn the video off. Fester's mesmerized. Fester's
so
hold on. Hypnotized by Britney Spears.
More to this than just Britney doing what she does.
And it's only like a 6-second clip that Fester's got it on loop.
So she says how young she feels right now.
Right.
She mentions that the bra is silk.
Mm-hmm.
And she can wear anything she wants and any pretty color she wants. And then she says something very offensive about turning the age of 40.
She says 40 can bleep my bleep.
Right.
Ooh.
But then she says a very disturbing
Do you know
line.
what that is? 40 can bleep my bleep. By the way, she doesn't have a bleep.
Well,
at least
okay. And then I figured it out because I was like, kiss my, well, she could say the kiss part. You could say the kiss part.
No, that's not what it is.
No,
but
okay.
Yeah.
Britney said 40 can bleep my bleep. And
those, based on those pictures,
she doesn't have a bleep.
No.
Unless
it's a very, very detailed picture of her not having a bleep.
Yeah, she doesn't have a bleep. But listen, I think there is something wrong with Britney, and I feel bad because I do like Britney Spears, and I feel bad for the torment, the torture, what she went through with the conservatorship, and whatever emotional, psychological issues that she's had. I think she's not all well, but I think she's turned that into a major selling point and has really marketed herself to the point where that memoir.
That's an interesting theory.
Yes. All right, so the marketing campaign is that you have psychological issues.
Dude.
That's what we're going to go with.
She does. She knows it, and she's parlayed it. Hey, go to Google.
All right.
Go to the Google and type in how many copies has Britney Spears' book sold. And it's got to be like 2 million copies already.
Look at me. I'm just crazy pants.
No pants.
No pants.
No pants in this.
Pull my panties down.
Crazy panties.
Yes, crazy panties.
It's crazy panties. It's got to be 2 million copies. I mean, how many?
It's not an exact number.
Nah, that's November 5th.
Her problem is she is a 13-year-old girl stuck in a 42-year-old woman's body and a celebrity.
Stop. It doesn't look like a 42. It looks like she's.
That's what I'm saying.
What do you say, 13-year-old?
She's a 13-year-old mentally. Because that's around.
When you said a 42-year-old's body, no, it looks more like a 26-year-old body.
So The next statement she says after she talks about what 40 can do to her body part that she doesn't have.
Yeah.
She says, I turned 6 this year. I feel 6 most of the time anyways.
Yeah, stop saying. Roxanne says anyways.
Forget about the S on anyways, as opposed to her saying she feels like a 6-year-old. That's the really, really disturbing part.
It's probably not normal, but listen, I hope that Brittany finds peace. I do.
Yeah, I mean, when you read her book, it is just...
Did you read it?
Rip your heart out. Yeah, I'm about halfway through it. Because she just was a little girl who loved to sing and dance and had big dreams of performing, and it turned into this craziness. Not a lot of it by her fault, more by the people who propelled her in the industry.
You're halfway through?
About halfway through.
Is it good? Is it compelling?
Yes.
Is there stuff in the book that we hadn't heard yet?
Yes, I feel like I know. I feel like I know Brittany now.
Why haven't you shared anything? Why haven't you said, hey, guys, I'm halfway through the Brittany book?
I did last week.
What'd you say?
I think I told you about the part where she went on, was it VH1 after an award ceremony? And she did this amazing performance. And then they sat her down live on TV and interviewed all these parents and were like, hey, what did you think of that? And all the parents are like, I think it's terrible. She's a terrible role model for my kids. And just
you did mention that on the show.
I think I told you about that interview. This barrage of mean parents talking about how much they hate her. Imagine, I mean, you just have to look at how old she was at that time and what a mind bleep that would have been for
anybody.
All she's trying to, that would not happen in today's day and age. It was just like straight up bully this young girl. Let's do it.
Ricky Gervais.
Is he on his bed in a Victoria's?
He's writhing in a Victoria's Secret bra and panty set.
I'll watch that. I'm a fan.
Ricky Gervais, very, unconventional, very kind of anti-establishment. Ricky Gervais, he doesn't give a bleep. No. He doesn't. He's hosted some of the award shows in the past, and he's known to say some things that, furl some eyebrows. And, well, he's in a little bit of trouble here because he made a joke about terminally ill children. That's not funny. There's some things are just not funny. Yeah, Ricky Gervais, 62, and he was involved in the British Office, and he was involved in the American version of The Office as well.
Yes.
Was he a producer, writer, whatever? I mean, he was. I think he's made a fortune.
But he has a bunch of stand-up acts.
I think he has checks in his mailbox every freaking month from all that Office stuff and syndication, running every 2 seconds on Comedy Central. Ricky Gervais is, not in a good position right now because he called terminally ill children baldies, called them the R word in this upcoming Netflix comedy special that is called Armageddon. So there's a clip that's apparently been floating around on social media in the last week, and he makes a joke about sick kids and the Make-A-Wish Foundation. What is he thinking? I mean, how the hell can you joke about that?
Yeah, I see. I'm reading the joke right now. It's not that fun. It's not worth that. It's not good.
All right, spit it out.
I'm not.
Spit it out, Roxanne.
I'm kind of in shock. Why would he do that?
I don't know. I do not know why Ricky Gervais would make any kind of joke about ill children and the Make-A-Wish Foundation. That is horror-filled. I'm sorry.
Okay, so here's the video.
It's just not freaking funny. There are some things that are not funny.
You know how comedians in today's day and age are like, oh, man, you can't say anything. This woke culture, you'll get in trouble. What's happened to comedy? No, that's my point. That's my point.
Nothing to do with woke.
Let me finish what I'm saying. Now you have Ricky Gervais. He's doing the worst of the worst. You do have to have some boundaries, and I think the boundaries come in comedy when it comes to children.
Yeah, so he's getting a lot of flack on this, and he should get a lot of flack on this because it's not funny. So he's joking about, sick kids. It's terrible. It's awful. 6:31 at the MJ Morning Show on Q105. And listen, I like Ricky Gervais, but that's out of bounds. That's just out of touch, out of bounds.
For a not funny joke.
Yeah, 6:31. Yeah, some things are just not funny. I mean, there's humor in a lot of things. There's a lot of, dark humor and things that, will make people cringe. But there are some things that just don't even deserve to go down any kind of comedy road whatsoever. All right, when we get back, I've got a spectacular pile of early morons in the news, and it's kind of food-related. So early morons in the news, kind of tilting toward food this morning. Don't miss. People love early morons in the news, and it's next on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Stand by. Morons in the news. Let's go. 6:40 at the MJ Morning Show. MJ and the crew here, minus Froggy today. Froggy is called in sick. I keep turning his microphone on. He's mic 2, and I guess I can just bring that all the way down. All right, so here we go. Early morons of the news. First of all, I don't know who would do this. This is such a crime. Who would shoot Santa?
What city did this happen in?
Lexington, Kentucky.
Oh, okay.
Well, the Grinch would be top
Oh,
of
yeah.
the list.
The Grinch would.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, big suspect. You're right, the Grinch.
Monica Harry.
Well, luckily it wasn't real Santa.
Okay.
It was one of those inflatable Santas. You know those big inflatable Santas that people have in their... Well, you have all those inflatables that you got to plug in the extension cord and run it to like some outlet in the garage or something.
Yeah,
Or
then you have to anchor them down because you
Yeah.
get one good gust of wind and Santa's tumbling through the yard.
typically, aren't there like some spikes that you
Yes.
pound into the ground? Hey, we've seen those bounce house stories where you got a couple of 5-year-olds playing in a bounce house. Here comes a gust of wind. Next thing you know, they're 3 counties over.
How awesome would it be if we had video of Santa just flying through the sky?
Well,
Yeah.
that didn't happen.
No.
Santa was deflated. Who drives by a house and opens fire on an inflatable Santa? Who the does that? What's the matter with you? Surveillance video shows the moment gunshots rang out and hit a Santa Claus inflatable.
I mean, what were they trying to do?
Andrew, our producer, says, in response to my question, who would shoot at Santa? And Andrew said, Alec Baldwin.
He probably would. No.
Fester, you don't have to always do that.
Every time.
I have the sound effect of Alec going, no.
No.
Yeah, see?
No.
I know that you think yours is so good that you can't tell the difference between your
No.
and Alex.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, it happened apparently Sunday night about 8:15, Lexington, Kentucky, and Lexington, Kentucky. And the video, because everyone has these surveillance cameras. Everyone's got like a Ring doorbell or whatever.
This is the boxiest looking house camera I've ever seen.
Yeah. So it was captured on video. Car approaches the front yard, slows down, and then you hear on the surveillance video, you hear somebody opens freaking fire on Santa Claus.
I think I have the video here.
Yeah, no, you do have the video.
I don't know if it has the audio is what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, you can roll it if you want.
I think they actually talked to the homeowner, too.
At our home security camera, and it actually showed a vehicle turn around in the court and a sound that sounded like a firearm.
Yep.
Shoot it.
You
And
hear
as soon as that noise went off, the inflatable fell down.
Santa
there's
falls over.
multiple neighbors that have inflatables too, and certainly they could be targeted as well. So we've got some neighbors that can sew and have promised their services to help.
We have neighbors. We have neighbors that can. We have neighbors that can sew. They promised their services. They're going to go ahead and mend up Santa Claus. But listen, this is a flimsy, very thin,
Like a parachute material,
yeah,
right?
it's a very thin nylon material that Santa's made of. That bullet is going to travel right through that and go where? That bullet, did it lodge into the guy's house? Where'd the bullet go? That could go through a bedroom window and hit somebody. Or someone in the living room. Who the hell knows? It was 8:15 at night on Sunday night.
Taking the fun out of all of this. And here's a dead Santa in the front yard.
Yeah, Sunday Night Football on NBC is just about to start. That's awful. What kind of sicko shoots at Santa Claus?
Terrible.
Blow up Santa Claus. The dude said it cost about $200.
What?
And you're not going to believe this. Guess how long Santa Claus was up in the yard before the shooting took place?
Like a day?
5 hours.
Oh,
Yeah, I was going to guess like 15 minutes.
5 hours. It happened at 8:15 at night. They put the Santa Claus up like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Lexington time. That's the worst.
All the kids were excited.
It's just unfortunate this time of the year, said the homeowner, Donald Nelson.
Yes.
You hope it doesn't happen to other people, and hopefully other people catch them on camera. We can bring them to justice.
Justice.
He called 911, filed a police report. No updates yet. They're looking for tipsters. What kind of sicko would shoot an inflatable Santa Claus with a firearm?
someone who wants to get on Santa's naughty list. Someone who wants coal.
Yes.
I think someone that needs to be mauled by a rabid reindeer or something
Yeah.
is what needs to happen there.
Blitzen
Hey,
will not take this lightly.
speaking of getting mauled by animals, did you see this jackwagon out in Utah? He goes up and tries to pet a bison?
You don't want to get near those animals.
No. You see those idiots like at Yellowstone or national parks, and they look at the cute buffalo or look at the cute bison. It's not a petting zoo. They're nasty. They are not nice animals. The buffalo, the bison, they are nasty. Also, moose. Moose will F you up.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Really?
Moose attacks. Look up moose. Look up what to do if you come across a moose.
Turn the other way.
Yeah. You don't go, cute little moosey, let me play you. Only moose you should get close to is chocolate mousse. And that's, Fester knows all about that.
I'll get very close to chocolate mousse.
That's,
Give it at least 50 feet.
yep.
Create more space by backing away. That's why they always say that. Whenever you see a dangerous animal, I was reading about rattlesnakes the other day. You need to slowly back away.
Yeah.
And then be quiet, talk to the animal in a soft voice.
Moose attacks are serious. Moose have a high rate of really screwing people up, even killing. Listen to this. I love the headline. Utah man gored and seriously injured by bison he tried to pet. Admits he's definitely an idiot.
Yeah.
for trying to pet the bison. Utah man brutally gored by a bison when he went to pet it in a stupid, idiotic move. It left him with a lacerated liver and an 8-inch gash. Yeah. Halen Carbajal, severely injured during a horrific attack out in Utah. He noticed a herd of bison on a neighbor's property and decided to get a closer look. And, it's a bison petting zoo. Oh, where's that little machine where you drop the quarter in to get the little feed pellets?
Yeah, give bison some pellets. Still love that.
Yeah, you take the kids to the petting zoo, and then the whole family ends up with foot and mouth disease. All right. He said, I kind of did want to pet him, so I was being naive about the whole thing. So I did that, and yeah, he rocked me pretty good. I've got a picture of the dude in his hospital bed with an 8-inch gash and a lacerated liver. Don't touch the bison.
So there's actually a photo of him getting away with a couple of pets.
Oh.
I'm looking at a photo right now. This is like 21 seconds pre-gore.
Before his liver was lacerated.
Poor bastard.
Oh, man. Folks, they might look cute on the back of that buffalo nickel. All right?
That's it.
Yeah. Do not touch the bison. Also, again, moose really are nasty.
Do they still have bison locally? Remember, like on Keystone Road?
Oh,
There was
yeah,
like
Matt Geiger's house. They used
Was
to
it
have
his?
him.
There was a. I think it was Matt. Yeah, right, Matt Geiger.
Yeah, that was to keep solicitors and,
Jehovah's Witnesses.
Yeah,
away.
oh.
Right? Yes. Would you like a copy of the Watchtower?
Yeah.
No, my buffalo's coming to get you.
Michelle and I were driving in, might have been Colorado or Utah. Michelle and I can picture it, and I actually have the picture. If we go through our photographic collection, I do have a picture. We're driving through a small western town, little 2-lane road, like approaching the small, like the classic old downtown Main Street, where you have like the 2-story little buildings and like a Woolworth on one side. You know what I'm talking about?
Downtown Leadville or something?
And close. Yeah. As we're approaching, there's a moose just standing in the middle of the road. And I'm like, oh man, do I have do I have moose insurance on this car? Because they'll charge you. That'll screw up a car as well. All right, 6:50 at the MJ Morning Show. Some early morons in the news. And, oh, you know what? I said that I had food-related stuff. I do.
Yay.
But you know what? I'm going to push those off. I've got a bunch of, like, food. And remember I said I needed to whine a little bit?
Yes, we didn't get to your whining yesterday.
I didn't get to my whining yesterday. And I'm going to whine next. Why? Because I got a couple stories about wine.
All right.
Yes. And, well, we got a little wine injury or wine-related injury, which we'll get to in just a sec. All right, so we're back in minutes. 7 o'clock hour starts momentarily here on the award-winning MJ Morning Show on Q105. If you need a good electrician, look no further. I'm going to give you a hot tip right now. I'm going to electrify. 7 o'clock exactly at the MJ Morning Show. I mentioned food, and I got to whine a little bit because I have a couple of stories about wine. So I'm not going to go, yeah. What was that noise you made yesterday?
Yeah, the sound I heard in the movie theater.
Yeah, if you missed the story, Fester took the kids to a movie on Saturday night. What was it, Trolls?
Trolls.
Yeah. Fester, and he was trolled by a 3-4-year-old girl?
Oh, kid wouldn't shut up.
It was a girl, right?
Yeah, little baby girl or kid girl.
What did you say, 3, 4, 5 years?
Toddler. Right?
And the kid during the whole movie, Fester's that you were with Allison.
Yes.
So it's a whole
went.
family affair. It's Fester, it's Allison, his wife, and 2 kids, Hadley and Hudson. And they go to the West Shore AMC, and right behind them, there's some kid the whole movie. and the kid's going.
The whole movie.
Oh, man. That sucks.
Ruined the whole thing for us.
All right, so let me do my whiner stories. Oh, the mystery blue pouch. I mentioned this first thing this morning. Folks, heads up. This is the mystery blue pouch. There are items in the pouch. So in a little bit, probably when we start the long chunk of the MJ Morning Show, an hour and 20 minutes plus of nonstop MJ, I'm going to kind of give out maybe one little clue and see if people can guess what's in the mystery blue pouch. Look at Fester. Look at Fester and Roxanne. Both of you guys are staring. Yeah, Fester's cocking his head like the RCA dog.
Okay, first of
like
all,
you're trying to hear his master's voice, trying to figure out what's in this thing.
I am cocking my head like a little nipper.
Yeah, nipper.
But I didn't get a good look at the bag. The way you're holding it up and the way our line of sight is, I didn't see the bag.
All right. Okay. There's also a little bit of a, what do you call that? A little hook, so you can latch it onto something.
Is that a carabiner?
No, it's not. Well, it's like a plastic
like a clip.
You know, it's a clip. Yeah, okay. It's not really a carabiner.
All
right. So I will get into the mystery bag in just a bit here on the MJ Morning Show. 7:02 Tuesday morning. The whining stories about wine. Now, it's not traditional like, someone whining about something. But I tell you what, this will get you whining in pain probably. A Wawa customer knocked a guy out because he wouldn't buy her wine in the Wawa. When I think of quality wine, I think of Wawa. I like Wawa. I don't have an issue with Wawa.
Their sandwiches, their breakfast sandwiches are so good.
I'm a sucker for the pretzels. The pretzels at the front counter?
Yeah, those Philadelphia-style pretzels.
Yeah. I'm a sucker for pretzels. I just ordered another 10-pound box of those Amish pretzels. I buy the 10 pounds of Lancaster County, Lancaster. You got to say it right. It's Lancaster.
Lancaster,
yeah. You don't say Lancaster, Pennsylvania. It's Lancaster. So up there you get the Amish, you got the Mennonites, and man, hey, listen, Pennsylvania Dutch pretzels, I mean, they're known for these things. And I love these pretzels that are made up there. And I order a 10-pound box of broken unsalted. So I don't like, there's enough, flavor for me in the actual pretzel. I don't want I don't want the exterior salt. So I order these Amish pretzels and they come in a big plastic bag dropped in a box, and it's 10 pounds of unbelievable, and you get all the random pieces. It's like the world's greatest jigsaw puzzle that you can eat.
Jebediah and Ezekiel are very excited every time you make an order.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I just placed my latest order because I want to.
The man from Tampa has ordered all of our scraps again, Bob. Blessings abound.
I'm going to order one of those Amish fireplaces next. Actually, where was I? Oh, Wawa.
So, yeah, Wawa.
And this happened here in Florida, of course. This is over in Sanford, which is, near Orlando. A woman was arrested, beat the crap out of a guy, assaulted a couple after they refused to pay for her wine. Angelique Dion Glenn, 31, was arrested on 2 counts of aggravated battery with a deadly weapon.
Angelique.
This happened late last week. A woman who was with her boyfriend told police that Glenn had accidentally placed her wine bottle with their order. Once the couple realized they paid for Glenn's wine, they got their money refunded, according to the arrest records, right?
It doesn't seem like a big deal so far.
No.
Glenn reportedly got upset and made a statement saying, "Why can't you just pay for my bottle of wine?" She began to threaten the woman and her boyfriend before taking the wine bottle and smacking the lady over the head with it. I mean, just blonked her over the head with the wine bottle in the Wawa.
Angelique does bring up a good point. Why couldn't you have just paid for it? How much could Wawa wine possibly be? $2?
I'm
Can't
guessing
set you
it's
back that much.
probably a Yellowtail or something.
I don't know, a couple dollars?
7-Eleven wine, Wawa wine, whatever. Listen, you shouldn't have to pay for something that a customer jams on the counter and tries to, confuse with your order. The woman told police after she was hit with the bottle, Glenn then smashed the boyfriend in his face with the wine bottle. So bonks her over the head, then takes the wine bottle and just hits him straight across the face with it. The boyfriend was knocked unconscious. That's how hard he was hit at the Wawa over in Sanford.
A wine bottle's a weapon.
Oh, of course it is. And listen, you get some of those Spanish wine bottles. Like I'm a big Spanish wine fan.
Yes.
Listen, I like California. I like South American. I like obviously French Bordeaux and Rhone River Valley wines.
All of which can be found at the Wawa.
I don't think you're going to find.
No,
I don't think you're going to find the great Gigondas or Chateauneuf du Pape at the Wawa.
Oh, you get a shot to right in the side of the head.
Yeah, you get a Chateauneuf du Pape in their face. But listen, I love all kinds of wine. Spanish wines, I love Spanish wines, but a lot of the Spanish wines have a heavy, especially like Clio, for instance.
Yes, yes.
Jumilla. A lot of the wines out of the Jumilla region of Spain, they use a heavy, thick glass bottle. I mean, it's like twice the weight of a regular wine bottle. I mean, those things. We'll say it again.
I said, who knew that they use those heavy wine bottles in Jumilla?
Nice.
Who knew
Nice.
in Jumilla?
Yeah. I'm getting all educated on Spanish wine today.
Anyway, the boyfriend's knocked unconscious. This lady's got a gash on her head. And then the woman continues to make threats toward the boyfriend, threatening to kill him as she was walking out into the parking lot. The cashier also told police she witnessed Glenn hit the people with the wine bottle, then attempted to leave the store, and then returned to strike the man with the wine bottle again. You want some more of this? So she comes back around. Arrested, taken to the Seminole County Jail. And what a pleasant-looking woman in that mugshot. And she's got a sneer. Look at her mugshot. What a sneer. Hey, speaking of mugshots.
Yes. Yesterday's mugshot.
I can't tell you how many people sent me messages on Instagram. Folks, you can reach me anytime. I'm the most accessible radio personality in the Tampa Bay market. My DMs are open. You can send me a direct message on Instagram. I'm certified MJ Radio. My email is mj@mjmorningshow.com. You can send me anything, anytime. Love good content. We had a mugshot yesterday. I'm going to go into this in more detail in a bit. But, folks, I'm just going to tell you right now, if you want to be scared within an inch of your life by looking at a mugshot, you got to see the mugshot that we posted of a guy that was arrested down in Fort Myers. You've got to see this mugshot. I'll get into it in more detail in the long chunk coming up in just a bit. But if you haven't seen, if you got to go soon and you're not going to make it to, and you ought to listen to the whole show. Figure out a way. If you're listening now, we're about to start an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ in a few minutes. But go to our website. Go to mjmorningshow.com. Near the top, you'll see a box of all of us. It's the picture of the whole crew, and it says, as heard on the MJ Morning Show. Click on that, and then I believe Andrew made it the first item again. You got to see the mugshot of this guy in Fort Myers that was arrested for possession of a firearm and apparently shooting his girlfriend, and she shows up at a bar with like a gunshot, a wing place, a rib place. And she shows up with like a gunshot wound to her arm, and then you got to see the mugshot of this guy. Folks, it will haunt your life for eternity.
It's like Two-Face from Batman.
Dude, listen, you got to go look at this mugshot. MJMorningshow.com. Click on As Heard on the MJ Morning Show. We'll get into more detail on this in just a bit. All right, so we've got the wine attack over in Sanford. Then we've got another wine story. Here's a dude that just walks out of Publix with 12 bottles of wine. I don't know what.
Wow,
I don't know.
that's brazen.
I don't know what it is. Hey, we had the wine story recently. Where was it up in the Villages? Where the woman had such a problem, she just goes to Publix, opens bottles of wine, and drinks them right in the aisle at Publix.
See, there's a belief that supermarkets are not going to confront you if you steal from them. They don't want the confrontation. If you take something, put it in your cart, and walk out the door, they're not going to stop you and tackle you in the parking lot and open themselves up to that liability, which could be substantially greater than the couple of dollars that you're boosting from them.
Yeah, there's another story here. Publix, this is another Fort Myers story. Guy just walks in, grabs 12 bottles of wine, and just walks right out. Yeah, they didn't stop him. They have surveillance video. They've posted the video of the dude, filling up the shopping cart with 12 bottles and just rolling him right out to the parking lot to his car.
I was at a Publix in Sarasota.
Yeah.
I saw a guy walk out with like 4 cases of beer. And all the manager did was follow him. Just followed him until he left the property.
Well, you got a license plate number.
Yeah, but that's all he could do. There was no confrontation. There was no, hey, buddy, what are you doing?
Oh, speaking of Publix and license plates, I renewed my my birthday's coming up next month.
You're on the ball. You're ahead of the game.
My birthday is January 24th of next month, and I got my little registration from Nancy, the Hillsborough County tax collector, who I also paid my freaking property taxes to get the most discount on, by November 30th.
You're welcome, Nancy.
But yeah, so hey, Nancy, enjoy that check I sent you. All right, so I go to Publix because my license plate is expiring next month, and do you know they have a machine at Publix? You just walk in, you put in the information, jam your credit card in,
Really?
and the machine spits out your new registration and your little yellow sticker to put on your license plate.
At all Publixes, it has that machine?
No, not all Publix. You got to find it. I went to the Publix in South Tampa on Southdale, Mabry, and Neptune. So the Neptune, Fester, it's right across from your old tanning salon.
Right there in Dale Mabry and Neptune.
Yeah, we're, near Massage Envy.
Yeah.
Where Michelle has literally 700 massages
She
racked
never
up.
canceled her membership?
No, she's been paying for it. She's like racked them up. It's like, Michelle, go get your freaking massages.
I think the last time she went was like 2018.
Michelle will have massages for the rest of... Jimmy Carter is 99, right?
Yes.
Michelle has massages. If she gets a massage every day, I think she'll have massages until she's 99.
You know I'm doing that right now.
What?
I'm trying to go through, burn up all my massages. I have like 25 massages banked. And so my goal is to do them all before the end of the year.
Michelle has about 200 banked.
Oh my, are you serious?
I swear. I'm telling you, she's got a jillion banked.
I bet 200, that's a record. That's amazing.
It is a lot. And so she's going to start using these things. All right, so anyway, you know what I'm going to do? I posted a little picture. I'm sorry. I took a video. I didn't post it yet. I will post it during the break. So I took a quick little video of the machine at Publix that prints out your registration.
All right, so it's only select Publix.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah.
It's a lot of them in the Bay Area.
There's a bunch of them. You got to find out if your Publix has the license plate renewal deal, and it's great. I walked in 2 seconds. I had my registration. I don't have to mail anything. I didn't go to the post office. I didn't have to go. I just walked in. I grabbed some bananas and I got a registration for my car. All right, I'm going to post the video in just a second on my Instagram. I'll post the video during the break right now at Certified MJ Radio. So if you're on Instagram, give me a follow. You'll be able to see this in a few minutes. If you want to see the machine, Certified MJ Radio, that's Certified MJ Radio. All right, we're going to start an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ next. So I'll get deeper into that mugshot from yesterday. We have, Roxanne, you've got some kind of butt ratio you want to talk about?
I do. It comes with a lot of great pictures, so maybe we'll have to put some of these up on the website.
We have another Panera lawsuit. You know, the lemonade, the caffeine-infused lemonade? Another death that's being blamed on Panera.
The supercharged lemonade?
Yep. Hold on.
Like drinking lightning?
The mystery blue bag that I have, what's in it? You'll be able to guess. I'll give you a clue. We're loaded next, folks. Don't move. MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Andrew Duncan Duo, is waiting for your call when you want to sell your home. Don't mess around. Don't get behind the 8 ball. Don't waste valuable, precious months by listing your home with the wrong person. Nonstop MJ. Boom. Every morning, 7:23 to 7:25, 7:26. Somewhere in that range, we start an hour and 20 minutes plus. So it's never under. It's never exactly an hour and 20 minutes. It's always over. Always more than an hour and 20 minutes. Nonstop MJ starts right now. Rolling Stones tickets in the final hour today and the 9 o'clock hour. Keep listening. Not only is our content spectacular, but we also give away great stuff in the 9 o'clock hour. Rolling Stones tickets. Stones in Orlando in June, and we've got it. Hey, what's the over-under? Are all the members of the band going to make it until the tour? Do we know?
You know, I mean, what, Charlie Watt died, last year, a year and a half ago? Mick's 80. What, Keith Richards is 79 or 78? Who knows? It's a crapshoot. None of us would be surprised if any of them kicked the bucket at any time.
All right, so win tickets and then wonder if they're all going to be on stage in Orlando.
Yeah.
Hey, and it's brought to you by AARP. It's true. The tour is brought to you by the what is American Association of Retired People? Is that it? AARP? Is that what it stands for? Anyway, 727 MJ Morning Show. The mug shot, I'm not going to dwell on this. I'm just going to tell you right now that if you want to see the most bizarre, haunting, this will haunt your dreams for eternity mugshot. If you want to see this, we talked about it yesterday. I can't get over this. I've mentioned it already twice this morning already. If you have not seen this mugshot of a dude arrested for illegal possession of a firearm, got into a fight with his lady in some motel down in Fort Myers. She walks into some rib joint with a gunshot wound to her arm. She walks into Rib City down in Fort Myers. Anyway, this dude was arrested, felon in possession of a firearm. You got to see this mugshot, folks. What are you laughing at?
No, it's a fantastic. I don't want to say fantastic like it's great, because I don't want to say it's horrific. It's everything. It's everything.
I'm telling you right now, go look at this mugshot, and you're going to say, oh, my God, MJ did not oversell this. All right? Go to mjmorningshow.com. You want to see the mugshot at your convenience, go to our website, mjmorningshow.com. Then near the top row, you'll see the picture of the crew, and it'll say, as heard on the MJ Morning Show. As heard on the MJ Morning Show. Click on that, and it's the top item. Click on that link, and then you'll see the mugshot from the Lee County Sheriff's Office down in Fort Myers. Unfreaking believable. The craziest mugshot you've ever seen in your life. I have the blue mystery bag. I'm going to get into the blue mystery bag momentarily. I want to know if you guys can guess what's in it. I'll give a little clue, and then I'll go to phones, and I'll ask you, the audience, do you know what's in the mystery bag with the clue that I give? So hold on. I got to be careful. I don't want to give it away too easily.
I mean, because right now it's really vague.
It's as vague as can be.
Yeah, there could be anything.
The vaguest.
It does not get more vague than...
And the fact that it's a blue bag helps us with nothing. The color of the bag doesn't help us.
It doesn't get any more vague, but I'm going to try to unvague it in just a few minutes here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. In no particular order, just a lot of stuff to do today. I mentioned Panera. There's another lawsuit. We have another individual that has died, and they're blaming Panera. And this time it's Florida. You guys know where Fleming Island is?
Never even heard of it.
Fleming Island is in the Jacksonville area?
It is.
Yeah.
So Fleming Island is this island that's sort of in the St. Johns River in the Jacksonville area.
Is it spelled with the FL or the PHLEM?
It's not
Island.
Island.
Yeah.
It's Fleming.
Oh,
Fleming
okay.
Island. It's a lovely area.
Fleming. Fester's correct. Panera Bread's charged lemonade is, they're saying, responsible for another death. This is on the heels of another story that we had, a couple of weeks ago.
College student.
Yeah, a college student OD'd on caffeine and died after drinking this Panera lemonade. And they claim it's like this ultra caffeine charged lemonade. Here's the latest. This is from NBC News. Panera Bread's highly caffeinated charged lemonade is now blamed for a second death. Hey, how long before they pull this?
Why haven't they pulled it already?
Yeah, go ahead and pull it.
Do they sell that many of them that they're thinking, well, we could weather the storm?
Even though the incidence of the number of customers that have drunk this stuff versus those that have had adverse effects or death or hospitalization, I'm sure it's very, very low. Still, I mean, you got a PR issue here on your hands. What's next? The bread bowls are going to start killing people? The bread soup bowls?
It's the broccoli cheddar soup, sir. We really need to have a sit-down powwow about this.
We've got 7 murders, all due to the bread bowl. All right.
Oh, no, not the everything bagel.
I'm reading this from NBC News. Panera's highly caffeinated charged lemonade is now blamed for a second death, according to a lawsuit filed yesterday. Dennis Brown of Fleming Island, Florida, drank 3 charged lemonades from a local Panera on October 9th, then suffered a fatal cardiac arrest on his way home.
Okay, hold on. Why is this guy drinking 3? Why is he drinking 60 ounces of this charged energy drink?
And I believe that gave him 1,000 or more milligrams of caffeine. Now,
again, do you know how much caffeine? Look at this little cup I'm drinking right here.
Okay.
Little cup of coffee.
Little cup of coffee. Okay.
Hold it up to MJTV.
Here we go.
The white styrofoam coffee.
Little white styrofoam coffee cup.
Yep.
Maybe 100 milligrams of caffeine. 100.
Brown, 46, had an unspecified chromosomal deficiency disorder, a developmental delay, and a mild intellectual disability. He lived independently, frequently stopped at... Listen, he's driving. Frequently stopped at Panera after his shifts at a supermarket. The complaint says because he had high blood pressure, he did not consume energy drinks, it adds. The lawsuit was filed on behalf of Brown's mother, sister, and brother less than 2 months after Panera was hit with a separate lawsuit regarding Sarah Katz, an Ivy League student with a heart condition who died September 2022, after she drank a charged lemonade. The lawsuit, first reported by NBC, called the beverage a dangerous energy drink and argued that Panera failed to appropriately warn consumers about its ingredients, which includes the stimulant guarana extract. Panera has advertised its charged lemonade as plant-based and clean with as much caffeine as our dark roast coffee. At 390 milligrams of caffeine, a large 30 fluid-ounce charged lemonade has more caffeine in total than any size of Panera's dark roast coffee, according to the legal complaint. The large cup contains more caffeine content of the large cup contains more than the caffeine content of standard cans of Red Bull and Monster energy drinks combined, plus the equivalent of nearly 30 teaspoons of sugar. The FDA says healthy adults can safely consume 400 milligrams of caffeine a day. So if he did 3 of these, first of all, I mean, was he in the bathroom? Listen,
30 ounces.
30 ounces. If you drink 3 of those, that's nearly 1,200 milligrams of caffeine. So that would be 3 times what the FDA is safe for an adult to take in.
And he had other things going on. Is this really Panera's fault?
Well, the question is Panera making it clear enough how much caffeine is in it and that you ought to limit your consumption? Or is it just, hey, I'm at a fast casual place, I'm at Panera, and they've got these drink machines. How could it possibly kill me? Maybe it's just not prevalent enough that you really need to limit the amount of caffeine that you should consume.
And you're not going to have a Panera server say, "Hey there, back off. You've had one already.
We got to cut you off.
We're going to cut you off, my
Listen,
friend."
You're getting a little fidgety.
Anyway, so another Panera death. I'm guessing, let me tell you right now, I'm guessing Panera is going to pull this.
I'm with you.
Panera doubles down, comes out with 3 new flavors for the holiday season. Then they come out with pumpkin spice supercharged.
We've quadrupled it. We've quintupled it. It's now 2,000 milligrams of caffeine. You know what? Screw the milligrams. We're doing grams. We're doing full grams.
And guess what? You get your name on a plaque at Panera if you can down 3 of them.
Okay, they're not making this a challenge. I mean, what's enough? I mean, what, they put up a sign. They say, "Hey, this has caffeine in it." Yep. Okay, thanks.
I'm guessing they're going to yank it. Hey, I had a couple of people angry at me over the water restrictions, the lawn watering, because I said, remember last week?
Yeah.
I said, I'm not following any water restrictions. I'm watering my lawn when I want to water my lawn. And I think some maybe missed the qualification that I'm not using regular water, that I'm a Tampa reclaimed water customer, and there are no restrictions. So I don't have the restrictions. If I used regular potable water, the regular drinking water,
There's a restriction.
there's a restriction.
Right.
If you use regular water, you've got a 1 day a week water restriction that just went into effect in Hillsborough, Pinellas, was it Pasco? A bunch of counties, had the watering restrictions because we had so little rain over the summertime. And I was joking around, but listen, I water my lawn like twice a week in the winter. It's like 3 times a week in the summer, and then I've got the sensor. So if we get a lot of rain, my irrigation system doesn't go off. It doesn't irrigate. But I was joking around. I don't need to follow any water restriction. Well, technically, I'm accurate. Technically, I don't, because I use reclaimed water. I have South Tampa reclaimed water, so I don't need to follow the restrictions. I think it's voluntary if you want it, but listen, I'm using essentially, a couple of clicks above toilet water to water my yard with the reclaimed water. It's lightly processed.
What's it called again? Potable?
Yeah, potable water.
I don't know. Does that word make you laugh?
No.
Anytime I hear you say potable, I think you're meaning to say portable, but you've just dropped the R and you're being
No, that's
lazy.
drinkable water is called potable water. Like if you see some of those construction watering trucks where they wet the road, or it'll say non-potable water. Meaning you can't drink it.
You ever hear the Jeopardy category, potable? It's like alcoholic drinks. Yeah, it's like booze, right?
There you go. And can I bring up one more water issue?
Yeah.
So for those that were angry at me for joking around about I'm not following any water restrictions, because I don't technically have to. I'm well within the law, within the restrictions. I don't need to, cut back my watering because I have reclaimed water. But do you know, folks, whoever, I had like a half a dozen people that emailed me, MJ, shame on you for not following well, they clearly didn't hear that I have reclaimed water. I'm able. So I just want to point out to these folks, do you know how many times over decades here in the Tampa Bay area that I did not flush the toilet after just a simple number 1?
So you want an award for that?
I'm just saying that I'm a champion of water conservation. I ought to get, what are you laughing at? What are you laughing at my water conservation?
No, you are.
But then the room will smell like...
No, listen.
MJ.
If it's yellow, let it mellow. And the fact, if I'm drinking a lot of water and I'm at home and I'm drinking my lemon water and I'm doing a lot of work and I know there are going to be several trips, why should I flush the toilet
Each time
when I know that in the course of a couple of hours I'm going to be making several visits and I might flush it after the 3rd time? And do you know how many times I've done that? Do you know how much water I have saved?
Give this man a trophy.
Thank you. Thank you for the recognition I deserve.
City of Tampa Water Department should name a truck after you. Listen to this. If it's yellow, I'm surprised the water company doesn't have that on the side of every one of their vehicles.
If it's yellow, let it mellow.
I think you put the second half of that verse on the
Hey,
bottom side.
MJ, you don't
Yeah.
know this because you're not a coffee drinker, but for those of us who are, it's the weirdest thing. You drink water, smells like pee. You drink soda, smells like pee. You drink coffee, smells like coffee.
Really?
Yes.
I'm just telling you, I've not
You don't
flushed.
notice that?
That's some fine Arabica bathroom visits there.
I have. Thank you, Roxanne. I've not flushed the toilet thousands of times over the years. I have no idea what the hell it was.
It's for you non-coffee drinker there,
Listen,
MJ.
I know a couple of really avid coffee drinkers. They never smell like a roaster.
All right, I'm calling Michelle.
I'm like my own brewer. Yeah.
I'm calling Michelle quickly.
You're a brewer, all right.
I'm calling my lovely wife, Michelle, and there's something I want to address, but I'm not going to address it unless she's awake to talk about it. If she doesn't pick up, I'm going to say...
She's there.
Oh, there she is. Good morning. Good morning, my lovely Michelle.
Good morning.
Hey, can I just bug you for a second here?
1 second. 1,000.
Hi.
Done.
Let me speak. All right. You're doing something recently that's driving me crazy. I don't know where you got this.
I do lots of things that drive you crazy, but what?
You have to be more specific.
The whole back chat thing.
Yeah, back chat.
Listen to this.
You're a back chatter.
Back chat. If I say anything, if Michelle says something and then I respond,
With anything other than a yes, ma'am.
it's all called back chat. Michelle just blurts at me, back chat. Michelle, give me an example. Like last night.
Like yesterday.
What happened?
When you were stuffing your face with more than one of those little miniature orange things.
Oh, yeah. So the miniature orange thing, that would be like a halo or a cutie.
Yes.
Yeah,
That would be a little mandarin.
Little mandarin oranges.
Right.
Was it
So,
come in a bag?
First of all,
You choose to eat more than one at a time.
yes, because the ones, and by the way, the cuties or the halos, they can vary in size. Some of them are really small. Sometimes, when they're off season in the U.S., they come from South America, and the South American ones are kind of smaller, but you get California ones that are small. Right now, we're starting to get into season, so the halos, the cuties, the mandarins, they're going to start being the California-grown grown variety. And so I have some little ones, and like four little ones make up maybe one full orange. And then Michelle's like, hey, what? Go ahead. Say what you said to me yesterday.
I said maybe you shouldn't eat so many of those at one time.
And I said, well, guess what? These four equal.
No, these only the calories in this. And I was like, back chat. Because it doesn't matter what the calories are. You should only eat probably one or two and not the 4 or 5, along with, the 2 yogurts and then the 6 eggs and the whatever the hell else you're putting in your mouth.
Everything I say now, I'm getting hit with back chat. Back chat.
Did you make that up, Michelle?
Where did you get it, Roxanne? Good question.
Where did I get that from?
Yeah, where did you get back chat from?
I will tell you exactly where I got it from.
Tell me.
Precisely where I got it from. I read a book with Kim when we were doing our book club.
Oh, Froggy's wife, Kim, the book club, which kind of dissolved.
Well, it's on pause. We read a book called The Heart's Invisible Furies, page 86.
What? The Heart's Invisible Furies, page 86, and it talks about back chat?
It might have been 87, but it was either 86. Yes. Because I make a note when I like lines in books
So,
or
okay.
words or something, and I have to look it up.
According to the Google,
Yeah.
the definition of back chat is
Yeah.
rude or cheeky remarks
Right.
made in reply to
Yes.
someone in authority.
Yes.
Like your teenager talking back to you. That's
Does that
back
not
chat.
describe the situation?
Well, guess what? Anything I say now, anything that I respond to Michelle with when she utters something, Michelle is labeling as back chat.
Is
Back chat.
is Michelle the dominant authority in the house?
I'm trying, Fester, trying.
Amen to that,
Yes.
sister.
After all these years, Michelle is trying to just take it back.
After all these years.
Reclaim my ground.
Take back the night.
So
I think she took it back.
it's an informal British term, by the way.
Back chat,
Yes.
man.
Yes,
I'm just.
the book is written by an Irish author.
I got like a backdraft of back chat all of a sudden. It's nonstop. Whatever I say, back chat, and she's like barking at me. Back chat. You're making me bat crap crazy with your back chat.
Is that like a 1916 alarm in the background?
That's her cell phone.
Oh,
Alarm.
That's her cell phone alarm going off. I called her on the house phone. Can you shut that off?
I don't know how to turn it off.
just throw it against
It's
the
all
wall.
these new. It's a new phone, so there's all those. You have to slide it differently.
Michelle, it's the same. You just got the Pixel 8 Pro after we had the Pixel 6. It's the same.
Nope. There are new options all over the phone.
Oh, you didn't say back
Yeah,
chat.
about to say, sounds like you're giving her some back chat.
Yes, that's back. Thank you for identifying it appropriately.
Back chat. All right, Michelle.
If I say to you something about it's going to happen this way, take this direction, you'll be like, well, no, because I'm like, well, back chat.
Okay, that
I mean,
sounds
nothing I say is right.
Is that not a conversation?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
Yeah.
everything can't be back chat.
Yeah, so we have no conversations are going to occur anymore because anything I say is going to be back chat.
Yes.
I mean, I want to communicate with my spouse instead of just getting yelled back chat every
Back
time
chat.
I open my mouth.
Back chat. All right, Michelle. Can I say goodbye or is that back chat?
You may say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. See you soon.
If I say I love you, is that back chat?
It certainly sounds like it.
No, because I didn't say anything first.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Goodbye.
You have your hands full with that one.
Back chat. It's seriously.
It's a good phrase.
I mean, if I question something, if I'm inquisitive, it's like normal conversation. I'm now getting labeled as a back chatter.
Your commentary, it's like you're the color commentator. Michelle's play-by-play, and that's a good reference for all the football she watches. And as soon as you start your color commentary, back chat,
Back chat.
back to the game.
Blue bag. Let's go to the blue bag. I have a blue nylon zippered bag in my hand. There are items inside the bag. Would anyone like to guess what's in this blue zippered bag, which is I would say, is this the size of a very small, evening gown dinner dress clutch?
I think so. Yeah, it's maybe
my clutch.
it's about that size.
Oh, clutch the pearls.
What? It's about 8 inches by 4 inches? 8 inches by 5 inches?
Yeah, or
something
so.
like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a little blue zippered bag.
Okay.
And there are multiple. Let me tell you how many are in here. 1, 2. There are 4 of them in here. There are 4 of them in here, and I'm going to tell you right now that Julian, my son, gave me this because he has even more up in New York in his dorm at NYU.
Oh, okay. All right.
So I'm giving hints out.
Yes.
So I'm going to let Fester and Roxanne guess what's in the blue bag. Then I'm going to go to phones and see if people can guess what's in the blue bag. I'm going to give a clue. And maybe don't take the clue so literally, but I've got 4 of these. They're in.
That's
You're
a
gonna-
terrible clue.
yeah,
I'm
you're
going to
gonna-
give you a clue,
There
but
are-
don't take it so literally.
Yeah, you're going to give us a clue and tell us how to interpret it.
There are 4 individually wrapped items. They're all the same. There are 4 individually wrapped different ones inside this bag. And Julian gave these to me. They were giving them out at his school. And he has a bunch of them. Now, in order to get them, he had to learn a little bit about the item.
Oh.
Do you think you know?
Ooh, I think I do.
Hang on a minute. I'm going to give my little clue now, which, again, don't take the clue too literally. But my clue is this. Follow your nose. It always knows.
Okay.
So that's my clue. Follow your nose. It always knows. Now, does that literally mean like Fruit Loops? All right.
Oh, that'd be fantastic if you had breakfast cereal.
All right. Fester, write it down because I'd like to go to phones on this. Folks, if you're listening, what do you think is in the bag? With what I've told you, What I've given, I think, a lot of good clues here. What do you think is in this bag? What 4 items, and they're all the same, individually wrapped. What's in this bag?
All right, so my answer has changed.
All right, 800-990-1047. If you'd like to guess what's in the bag, call us up right now, 800-990-1047. That's how you get in, 800-990-1047.
Could you give the Julian clue again?
Julian got these at NYU. Julian's a freshman about to finish his first semester at NYU. They were giving these to students so they could have them. You had to take a little, I don't think it's a course, but you had to
Read a brochure on it?
Yeah, you had to like sign off on it that does
I know what it is.
write it down. Write it down and let me know. Phones are, every line is jammed. Andrew, put all the calls on hold and put the guess in the comment box. And I'm going to go to phones here in a second. Even if Roxanne and Fester guess correctly, I'm still going to phones on this.
Okay.
Let me see what you have. Fester, don't hold it up to the camera. Let me just see it.
That was my first guess.
That's a decent guess. Oh, Roxanne, you've got it.
Roxanne.
Roxanne has it. I'm looking at the phone lines here, and some have it, some don't. All right, let me grab Lori in Lakeland. Lori, you're on the MJ Morning Show. What do you think is in it?
I think they're power bars.
Oh.
Yeah, you have to take a course on how many power bars you can consume after your workout.
No, you got to take a course on how many Panera lemonades you can have.
We're going to give you 4 Cliff bars here.
That's what.
Read this brochure first.
Lori, that is incorrect, but I thank you for your participation.
Thank you, Lori. Sorry about that.
It's a terrible answer.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lori. Let me grab Rose in Tampa.
Oh my God.
Rose. Every rose has its thorn.
You know it, baby.
Yeah. Have you heard that before?
I've heard them all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So, Rose, what do you think is in the mystery blue pouch?
Puffs tissue with lotion.
Oh, Puff's tissue with lotion.
Why would he need an education or to
On how to
read
use
up
a
on
tissue.
using a tissue?
Rose, that is incorrect.
Oh,
So,
man.
hey, you're not coming up smelling like roses today, are you?
Not today,
It's not Kleenex? I thought it was a commercial. Oh, hey, I love you guys. I've been listening all the time. First time to get through. Love you, love you.
Rose, love you
you.
too. Love all our listeners. Thank you, Rose. Means a lot to us.
Can't wait to listen to you next year.
All right. Well, listen, things are getting closer. I mean, I had a really good meeting on the contract, and things are getting closer to renewal. So I'll let everyone know what's going on. Thank you, Rose.
Awesome. Love you.
All right. Let's grab Lisa in Tampa. Lisa, what do you think is in the mystery blue pouch?
Condoms.
Ooh, that's a great guess.
It is
yes.
It is a great guess. Hey, remember at Chloe's dorm, remember I told in the snack machine they have condoms. No, seriously.
Yeah.
At Chloe's University of New Hampshire dorm vending area, you can get Cheez-Its, a Kit Kat bar, and Trojans.
Yeah.
And the clue about the nose, don't put them on your nose.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe there's something.
Lisa, incorrect, but a very good guess.
Okay. Love you guys.
I don't know about that.
Now,
Rox.
Good guess.
let me grab, and I see a bunch that have the correct answer, and I'm going to take them. I'm going to conference call everybody. So let me grab Carolyn in Bradenton first. Carolyn, what do you think is in the mystery blue bag?
Hi, I think it's mace or pepper spray of some kind.
Good guess.
Great guess. And that would make you
Yep.
sneeze, and if you got it near your nose.
Follow your
yes,
nose. It
yes.
always knows.
Boy, you're really stretching this nose thing to make sense for everything, Roxanne. Oh, it's condoms. Maybe he needs don't put them on your face. Don't put rubbers on your face, Roxanne.
I'm trying to make the callers feel good about their logic.
No, it's either wrong or right.
Let the caller speak. Yes, go ahead.
I think you need instructions for that.
Yes, you do.
You do.
Instructions when he gave me mace.
Listen, hey, Carolyn, your guess is very good. It's wrong, but thank you. All right, now, I appreciate you calling. I'm going to go to phones. I've got Kaylin, Mike, Ronnie, Matt, Melissa. I've never done this. I'm going to conference call everybody. Hold on a sec. Conference. Hang on a minute.
Somebody dropped off?
Nope, I picked the wrong line.
Okay.
That was Lisa's old line.
Okay.
Conference. All right, I've got all of you conference. Let me say hi to each one individually. Kaylin, good morning in St. Pete.
Hey, good morning.
Mike in Winter Haven, good morning.
Good morning, sir. Good morning.
Ronnie in Land O'Lakes, good morning.
Good morning, MJ.
Hey, Matt in Wesley Chapel, good morning.
Good morning.
Melissa St. Pete, good morning. How you guys doing?
Doing
Good
great.
morning.
Hey,
Wonderful.
All of you guys have the right answer. When I say go, I want you all to say what is in the mystery pouch. 3, 2, 1, go.
Narcan.
Nasal Narcan.
Nice.
Yes, it's Narcan. Let me open up the mystery zippered pouch here, and it's even in an NYC Health overdose rescue kit with naloxone, and it's Narcan. So, guys, you all got it. So, hey, go back to my call screener. Go back to the call screener so I can get the names on everyone here. Hey, so Kaylin, had you know, was my guess good enough? How'd you know that it was Narcan?
Hey, I'm on the phone
It had
with
to be
MJ right now.
Narcan because there's a certain way you have to administer it.
Hey,
If you don't put it in someone's nose properly,
Yep.
it's less effective.
Yeah. Anyway, so
Everything okay? Everything okay?
someone's talking
Yeah,
like
who's having a side conversation
Someone's
here?
having some back chat on the side over there. All right. So, Kaylin, hey, Mike, how did you know? Mike in Winter Haven, how did you know that it was Narcan?
I have a history of working with drug addicts,
Yep.
and so when you said he had to have some education on it, and that it was for the nose, that's what came to mind.
Yep, absolutely. Ronnie, how about you? Ronnie in Land O'Lakes, how'd you know?
Well, my daughter graduated from Penn State, and that was one of the first things they taught her also during orientation.
Oh, about Narcan.
How to recognize symptoms and also how to administer it.
Yep. All right. Matt, Wesley Chapel, how'd you know it was Narcan?
I've been a paramedic for 23 years.
There you go. Thanks for your service, my friend. Let's see. Kaylin just dropped off. Melissa, quickly, before I start getting dial tones here. Melissa St. Pete, how'd you know?
I work in a pharmacy, and you've been mentioning a while back that you wanted to have some.
Yeah, you
there
did.
You go. Yeah, I did. Melissa,
right.
thank you. Thanks to everyone. Guys, have a great day. Goodbye.
All right, you too. See you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, look at that. Phones
Fun.
blew up. Let me hold these up to the camera. I've got 4 of them. I've got 4 packages of Narcan, which these things will save somebody's life in an opioid overdose. And Julian, somehow, he got like 3 or 5. He got a bunch of these things. So I have 4 individual units now that I have. Julian has like 10 more of them. And
Is he planning on using them?
expiration, Andrew, is July of 26. So there's a good almost, 2.5 years of this thing. Well, no, hopefully you never have to use it.
I mean,
But
10 of them seems like a pretty robust collection.
Well, his dorm is right near Washington Square Park, and you got a lot of, I think you got a lot of drug users hanging around there.
Walk through the
You never know.
park?
No, but Narcan is naloxone nasal spray, and it was just recently approved earlier this year by the FDA for over-the-counter opioid overdose. So if somebody is having an opioid overdose, like heroin or fentanyl, for instance. So opioids, you've got prescription medications that use opioids, and again, even other drugs like cocaine and meth, some of that is cut with fentanyl. And you've heard about people using cocaine and they die because it was laced or cut with fentanyl. So
you can die from cocaine just from cocaine, too.
Right, but
yes, you can.
Yes.
That is a very good. That's an astute observation. But now I've got a whole bunch of these Narcan deals, and I need to go look at a video. I think you just jam it up somebody's nose and you spray it up their nose. Oh. But by using the Narcan on somebody that's having an opioid overdose, it can save their life by reversing the overdose effect of the opioid, of the fentanyl, or of the heroin, for instance. So
now what? Now you carry one in your bag at all times?
I will keep one in my carry bag. I'll keep some in the car. So if I happen to come across an opioid overdose, listen, who knows? Maybe I'm at Moe's to get a burrito.
Welcome
all
to
right?
Moe's.
Yes. And maybe some guy is ODing in the parking lot as I'm going in to get a burrito or something.
Does anybody have Narcan? Put it in his nose.
Welcome to Narcan.
And here comes the hero, MJ. And when's the last time you had that, where you were in that situation?
Well, I have never come across an opioid overdose, and I hope I don't. But I'm going to watch a video. I'm going to go on YouTube. There's all kinds of videos on how to administer the Narcan, and I'm going to do it so I can be a good Samaritan if it calls at any point. So I've got 4. Maybe I should give you guys one. I got 4 of them. Maybe I should give each of you guys one to carry around.
Are they? But
I want to squirt it up Fester's nose just to see what happens.
yeah, what does happen? Well, let's
I'll
see.
take
If he has a
that.
donut, what if he has a donut overdose like he had last week?
I could use one.
That's what I'm thinking. All right. What time is it? 8:01. 8:01 at the MJ Morning Show. Don't forget, 9 o'clock hour, so a little over an hour from right now, we'll tell you when to call in. We're going to give away Rolling Stones tickets. Stones next June at Camping World Stadium in Orlando. That's where they're coming. And we've got a pair of tickets every day this week. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 9 o'clock hour, your chance to win Rolling Stones tickets right here on the MJ Morning Show. Man, it's been kooky. The number of like local and Florida stories that are just off the chain, it's nuts. We now have a guy locally that tried to walk out on a tattoo without paying at a local tattoo place.
What does he look like? Give us his description. Well, his tattoo is pretty remarkable.
He has a new dragon tattoo on his left arm, so I can tell you.
Do you know the tattoo? Do you know what it is?
No.
The Smoking Gun. I love the Smoking Gun. And they spend a lot of time sifting through arrest records here in the Tampa Bay area. Now, the Smoking Gun is based up in New York City, and I know the folks that run the Smoking Gun, and I bet them. I've hung out with them. Did a podcast with one of the guys from Smoking Gun. So they troll the local arrest, the intake records, and listen to this one. 33-year-old Floridian was arrested on Saturday after he allegedly refused to pay for a $250 tattoo that he got from the Ink Gods right here in St. Petersburg. So, Fessel, look this up. Do a Google on Ink Gods, Godz.
Okay.
So, where in St. Pete are the Ink Gods? And if anyone works at Ink Gods, or if you're the owner of Ink Gods, or if you know them, call them right now and tell them the MJ Morning Show is talking about the guy that walked out on the tattoo without paying.
Looks like it's on 66th Street.
And call us. Call us. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. You turned your mic off, Rox.
That's a pretty cool name. Ink Gods.
Yeah.
66th and 54th?
All right.
St. Pete?
Are you ready for the tattoo the guy got that he walked out on? This is even a bigger part of the story.
Is it like a flaming Pegasus or something, or a devil's head?
No, it's not, Fester. Oh. It is where you go to see real life at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Waffle House?
Yes. The guy got a Waffle House tattoo.
Oh, man.
Is that a thing?
Oh, what did he just get, like the little chiclet letters, Waffle House, or did he get actually like a moon over Miami? Oh, that's Denny's, damn it.
Max Alexander Crescent. I don't know how to pronounce this. Krejckant. Pat, I'd like to buy a freaking vowel. Krejckant. Crescent?
Okay, we'll go with that.
Max Alexander Crescent, 33 years old, arrested Saturday, tried to walk out of, refusing to pay for his Waffle House tattoo that he got at Ink Gods in St. Petersburg, where Fester says they're on 66th Street, right?
Yeah, 66th and 54th Avenue.
Crescent was reportedly under the influence when he got the Waffle House tattoo on his right calf. So the Waffle House logo with the individual squares with the W, A, F, F, L, E, H, O, U, S, E. The individual little squares that have the letters that make up Waffle. The guy gets that tattooed on his calf.
So maybe he ran out the door and didn't even realize that he forgot to pay since he was drunk.
I don't know.
Listen to this. While the restaurant chain's emblem is yellow and black, Cretchan's tattoo, about 5 inches wide, was gray and black since he didn't want to pay the additional $100 for the yellow ink. This is according to the police report. Oh, and the Ink God's owner, Neil Marcus. Come on, Neil. Neil, are you listening? Does anyone know Neil Marcus, the owner of Ink Gods? Call us. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. If anyone knows Neil Marcus, tell him to call us. When it came time to pay for the tattoo, Cretchant refused all options to satisfy his debts, according to the police report. A police frisk of Cretchant turned up only $6 and a driver's license in his bag and nothing on his person, charged with theft. Cretchant, who lives in nearby Clearwater, bonded out of jail after posting a $150 bond, pleaded not guilty to misdemeanor theft, I guess. In addition to his fresh Waffle House art, he also has several other tattoos, including a black and white tribute to Insane Clown Posse on his forearm. Marcus, the owner of Ink Gods, said customers occasionally try to walk out without paying for tattoos, but that usually occurs. It usually happens during spring break.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Yeah, not during the holiday season.
Okay, so it's called Dine and Dash if you run out on a restaurant or a Waffle House or whatever. What is it called if you run out after tattoos? Is it like Ink and Blink? Like blink and you're out the door.
Nope. Tattoo and shoe.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I was thinking like cat and scat.
Tat and scat. Tattoo and shoe. Hey, listen. What'd you say? Ink and blink?
Yeah. Guy blinks after he does the tat, and you're out the door.
Yeah, we're trying to see if we can get this guy on the phone.
I want him
Neil Marcus.
I want Neil to change the name. I mean, I like the name Ink Gods, but how about Inca Gods and still spell it with the K, but like an ode to the Inca Empire?
But that would be INCA.
That's why I just said still leave it as a K.
Oh, INKA. All right. Hey, phones will ring. Andrew's answering some phones. I'd love to get this Neil Marcus on the phone, but I guess you got to be pretty liquored up to go get a Waffle House tattoo. Is that a thing? Do people get Waffle House tattoos?
You know, I've been seeing more and more name brands and logos as tattoos. I mean, recently.
You know,
I've seen like Nike swooshes.
I want to get the Tampax logo on my calf. What do you think? All right, so moving along. If the ink guy calls in, we'll grab the call. Roxanne, you have an item about the most appealing butt and waist visual ratio, I guess?
I do. This is a great story.
All right, give me the details. Well, apparently, there was research done, and a whole bunch of participants were shown pictures of, men and women. But we'll focus on the women first, from the rear. So looking at a woman's buttocks and then her waist, the research has determined what the most appealing ratio is?
Yes, that is correct. And it's kind of funny. I have to tell you, I was doing my show prep last night, and I have this story up on my laptop, and it is all these butts. And my kids walk by me like, Mom, what are you looking at? And I was really questioning my career choices. But this is a fun story because it shows you the ratio that is the most ideal. What have we always thought the most ideal ratio is?
I don't know. Why are you pointing to Andrew?
Oh no.
Why? Hold on.
20, was it?
36, 24, 36. Only if she's 5'3".
Well, that wasn't quite on cue, was it?
It's all right. It's all right. Good joke.
Took a while to get there for the little audio assistance. All right.
Okay. Thank you, Andrew. But so here's the weird thing. The most ideal is a 0.65. You say, what's a 0.65, Roxanne? That has no meaning to me. But what you do is you take your waist ratio and you divide that by
48.
So, okay, Fester, we're going to hold off. You're the extreme
Is
end.
your waist really a 48?
46 if it's elastic pants.
I'm wearing 34 shorts right now. I'm wearing my Salty Crew shorts, and these are 34s, and they're falling off me right now.
All right, so let's do the ratio. What is it, Rox?
Okay, so just do 24 divided by 36.
All right.
Okay, and what does that give you?
You tell us. You're the accountant.
0.67.
All
Okay,
right.
So Sir Mix-a-Lot's ideal is a point, or no, actually, that's not his ideal. He says that's not what he wants. Only if she's 5'3".
MJ's almost 5'3".
Taller than that.
You're what, 5'6"?
The ideal.
All right, go ahead.
The ideal ratio is 0.65. Okay, that is right around that 24-36 because that's 0.67.
Right. And I'm going to tell you right now that you sent me the story last night, and there were the pictures from the rear of the different butt sizes and waist sizes, and the 0.65. I got to be honest. When I looked at the pictures, that was also the most appealing to me.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Well.
Yes, as you realize, you are in the majority because nearly half of all the participants, and it was, 1,000 people surveyed. Of all those participants and the 8 butts that they looked at, they all liked that one. So we're talking almost half of them. So that's a big number.
All right, so hold on.
So I'm going to hold these up for just a moment, and I'll even hold them up to MJTV just so we can kind of get an idea what we're talking about here.
Roxanne is holding bare ass up to MJTV. It's from the Daily Mail story, and they have the butts. These are the female butts. So you're looking at the butt and the waist, and then you have first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth place. And number one is that 0.65 ratio, which I found to be, the most attractive myself as well.
Okay, now here's the thing: you have the bigger the ratio.
Right.
For example, the smaller the waist, the bigger the butt. The ratio gets smaller.
All right, now hold on. The biggest one. Hold it back up to me.
Okay.
All right, the biggest one is
you see that big butt down in the corner, which came in nearly last place.
Number 6, the biggest, most gigantic, the biggest gigantic butt is number 6, and so that's the last place butt,
and that is the smallest ratio.
And what is that?
0.50.
Right, and that's the lowest rated
ratio,
as far as the most appealing. The waist is kind of normalish, but the butt is huge.
The waist is small, but the curves are kicking.
Right. But it's 6th place. So that would mean that folks that say
I like big butts and I cannot lie
are in the minority.
Okay, this is fake news. As a dyed-in-the-wool ass man, this is crap.
You need to get a license plate like Kramer.
This is junk science.
It's
junk science.
It's junk in the trunk science.
Listen, for all the curvy ladies out here, Roxanne's just giving a bunch of drivel.
No, Roxanne is not. Roxanne is not. Roxanne is reading a report.
Yes.
You have not let me get to my conclusion, which is beauty is in the butt of the beholder. It's whatever you like. But they did make a point in here.
That would be beauty's in the eye of the butt holder.
That's even better. Even better. But if I said it was 1,000 women, but it was actually 2,000 people. But here's the thing. There's a New York plastic surgeon that said that he's noticed the popularity of the Brazilian butt lift, that it was mid-2010 that it really gained popularity, and that he's seeing more people come in and say, I want to go smaller. And they're seeing less frequency, and people want give me that fat transfer, but I don't want it to be recognizable that I got something done to
I want
my
a
butt.
smaller butt and I cannot lie.
Yes, I want a skinny ass.
Yeah.
Cannot lie.
Riz. When I saw this story, I'm like, I know what this is. I know what the Riz is.
I know what it is because of Chloe.
Well, we talked about it, and I called Chloe up to quiz her.
Yeah, you didn't tell us what it is. She's like, Riz. And you called her up, and she knew what it was right away.
It was a couple of months ago, right?
Yeah, that's the only reason why I know what it is.
This is on the show months ago. We talked about this, and I'm like, guys, the word Riz. You know what Riz is? What is Riz? And I'm like, hey, let me call my millennial daughter. Generation Z. Let me call my Gen Z daughter, Chloe, and see if she knows what Riz is. RIZZ. And Riz was just named the Oxford University Press, the Oxford Dictionary, they just named this the word of the year, Riz.
Really?
R-I-Z-Z, Oxford word of the year. And of course, Riz is short for charisma. So if someone's got Riz, it means they've got charisma.
All right, this is the Oxford Dictionary, a very stuffy institution.
I would expect this like from the Urban Dictionary or something
Seriously?
online, but not the Oxford Dictionary. And now they're saying that Riz for charisma, R-I-Z-Z, is the word of the year.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know if it's the word of the year, but that's what they're.
Thank you, Oxford Dictionary. Yes.
That's what they're saying.
Riz, word of the year for people too lazy to add 2 more syllables.
This is also ridiculous, and this woman is getting pushback on this. Some Momo on social media put out a video claiming that she gives herself mini nose jobs by just using tape on her face while she sleeps. It's like, what?
I thought you were going to say like contouring.
No.
I mean,
you can give yourself you can slim it out if you put like darker shades on the outside.
What?
Yeah.
And how long does it last?
Well, it's makeup.
Oh, you're talking
Yeah.
makeup. No.
Yeah.
I'm talking. This person is putting tape. Listen, I've got audio here. Listen to the audio from this, and the person's getting mocked. I mean, the comments online are like, "Are you kidding me?"
This is exactly how I tape my nose before bed. I basically give myself a mini nose job every single night while I sleep. It's super easy, and I'm going to show you how I do it.
And I've got vocal fry as well.
Oh, okay, wait. Question here.
I want you to tape that vocal fry up. Yes.
This can't be good for her breathing while she's sleeping, right?
I don't know that she plugs her nostrils with it, but if she tapes her nose up instead of letting it droop down.
I want the piglet-looking nose. Just tape that thing. Give me nostrils staring right at me.
That's a
Like
good
like
look.
Yeah.
like Cindy Lou Who's family in The Grinch.
There you go. Isabel is her name, and she shot a video, and it's got millions of views, and she's just putting tape on her face to give herself what she calls a mini nose job while she sleeps.
I use this tape called Kinesio tape. It comes in all different colors. I get it on Amazon, but be careful. If you're going to get it, make sure you get the kind that's called soft touch. That way it's actually gentle enough for your face. And I basically just use scissors and I cut out little strips. I make one thinner and one thicker. To save time, I'll actually usually make the strips in advance. So I'll have like 20 or 30 of them just ready to go right by my bed, but I'll show you right now how easy it is to cut. Tape itself is basically like a sticker. So there's kind of like a little peel off that you have to do. So taking the thinner strip that I made, I'll go right underneath my nose and kind of lift it up. And that's what's going to create that button shape. I also like to hold it here for a couple of seconds. That way it doesn't peel off overnight. Taking a thicker piece, pull it tight and then stick it right over top.
Okay.
It is not going to last. You're doing like a little temporary lift, and it only lasts while you have it on your nose with a... Did you hear her say, oh, that's what gives you a little button-like nose? No, it doesn't.
This is the dumbest thing ever. This is the biggest... You want to talk about fake news
Yeah.
and looking for clicks?
Fake nose.
Those are...
Fake nose.
Yeah, fake nose.
Fake nose.
Fake
nose.
Fake nose news. Those are Breathe Right strips. Those have been around. That's all she's doing.
Well, that opens up your
ability to breathe.
And listen,
It's the bottom tape that holds the nose up. The top strip, the Breathe Right strip, just holds it in place.
I even question the efficacy and the effectiveness of the Breathe Right strips. Come on, do those really... Oh, what?
Okay, let me tell you about Breathe Right strips. Here's the problem with
You're
Breathe Right
going,
strips.
oh.
They work too well.
I'm waiting for you to go, oh. All right, go ahead.
The Breathe Right strips work so well. I've used them before. They open up your nose and like, especially this part right here, and all of a sudden I'm like, I almost feel like I'm high. Like I do it and I walk around
like you're on the top of a tall, wintry mountain.
Yes.
And it's like breathe. And it's like you're eating a York peppermint patty.
Yes. But here's the problem. You breathe in every speck of dust and every pollen bit and everything out there that then like it inflames your nose. And like I think your nose is kind of closed for a reason to keep some of that crap out.
You get COVID more easy.
Yes.
Or easier or whatever. And there's one more clip on this. This woman is full of crap. Mini nose job by using tape I mean, she shot a video. She's putting this tape on her nose. Whatever you're getting by taping your nose disappears the second you take the tape off.
I personally like to create this shape because it makes like a little button on my nose. Also, if you tape your mouth shut before bed, this can help you breathe because it kind of expands.
I like to tape your mouth shut.
But it's super easy, especially if you do it about an hour after your skincare. It's not going to come off. It's not going to peel off while you sleep. It's just amazing, and you can literally create any shape that you want. I like to create this one, but you can even go along the bridge of your nose. I don't personally get swelling there, so it doesn't do much for me. But if you have a really swollen nose, you can do anything. The sky's the limit. I hope this video was helpful. As always, let me know if you have any questions. And I have all of my sleep favorites linked in my Amazon.
It's not.
So everything's there, like my silk cap, my eye mask,
it's
obviously
not.
this tape. But
it's not.
Yeah, you can go there if you want to see everything that I use.
Isabel.
Is this helpful? Love you.
It's not helpful.
Love you.
Love you. This is a joke. And the percentage of folks in the comments that are mocking her online, it's like 10-1 mocking her. I mean,
You put yourself out there when you do stuff like this.
Listen, Roxanne, the number of people that are just trying to get exposure, trying to get a video to go viral, the people that are thinking that, I'm a content creator. I mean, the folks that are shooting videos, it's everyone that has a freaking camera has, the ability to put something on social media, and everyone thinks they're like an internet influencer, social media star these days. Not everyone, but you know what I'm saying.
Oh, you see it all the time.
This is a ridiculous premise. To put some tape on your nose and it's a mini nose job while you sleep. Shut up.
I will say she has a great looking nose.
Yeah, it's so ridiculous. It's like this one guy I know. He did like this fake Photoshop gummy bear to make it look like he won a Haribo gummy bear contest.
Yes, and he actually went to somebody to come up with like a Photoshop contest entry.
Yeah.
Or I knew this one guy.
Yeah, having fun with that?
I knew this one guy, right?
Yeah.
He goes to a supermarket, right? Where there's this DMV machine that's apparently like been around for a couple of years.
I didn't renew my tags.
He just realizes it now. Oh man, so great, so great.
All right, so if you want to see the gummy bear or the cola gummy gag that I pulled, I got a clear gummy in my Haribo Happy Cola gummies. I had one that was all clear and no cola in the bottom. And then I said, oh, man, you find it, you win $1 million from the Haribo Gummy Bear Company. And then I even had Wacky Jackie dummy up a fake internet ad that said win $1 million if you find the clear cola bottle. So take a look. And that's what they're busting me on. And then, of course, I discovered the renew your registration and license plate tag sticker. I discovered that machine at the Publix near me in South Tampa. So with my license registration coming due next month on my birthday, I went to Publix and I just stuck my credit card in and I had my new registration and a little yellow sticker to affix to my license plate in like 3 minutes. And I posted a video. I was just amazed at the technology and the ease of this.
You content creators.
Boy, you micro influencer. You got me to buy a bag of Haribo gummy cola pop.
All right, so if you want to see these things, they're on my Instagram at Certified MJ Radio. That's Certified MJ Radio. And feel free to give me a follow at Certified MJ Radio. There we go. All right. Moving along. I mentioned this a couple of days ago, and it just kind of got away from me. I teased this like twice, and I never did it. So let me just do it now. And this just disgusted me. A California man accused of allowing his teenage daughter to sell nude photos online.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
What kind of a father is this? Listen, I know there are a lot of human cretins out there. I know there's a lot of low-rent pieces of crap that are out there, but this takes the case. This is out in California, El Dorado County, California. Father's accused of allowing his 16-year-old daughter to sell nude photos online. And he's been arrested. Yeah, this is, I guess, goes back to August that the sheriff's office in El Dorado County, California, said that detectives started an investigation of a 16-year-old girl who they discovered had a pretty large presence online. And she was on a whole batch of social media sites. And officials said the teen was selling illegal underage content and had already made about $40,000.
Man.
And detectives with this sheriff's office out in California said that the father of the girl was completely aware of what she was doing online and the kind of money she was making by selling the photos. Then, just before Thanksgiving, the sheriff's office and their detectives, they went to the home. They served a search warrant on the home owned by the father. He was arrested. He was smacked with charges like sex trafficking, contributing to the delinquency of a minor, also hit with a child abuse charge.
As he should.
What kind of a father would allow his daughter at 16 to sell nudes online and have a presence across a whole variety of social? What kind of sicko father would do that?
They're out there.
That is just pathetic beyond belief.
I have nothing to say because I agree wholeheartedly.
Just absolutely sick beyond belief. Oh, locally here, there's like a fight brewing that some with if they approve the new St. Pete Stadium plan, there are some that want to rename the team. So I saw this in the Tampa Bay Times that now there's an argument over the Rays name. And, of course, the Rays' official name is what, Fester?
The Tampa Bay Rays.
Right. But there are some in St. Pete that want to change that. And in order for, the deal to go through, they want the name changed to the St. Pete Rays. As far as the cost, the building of the new facilities, the real estate acquisition, the whole funding of this, what the city of St. Petersburg would kick in. And the premise is that the amount of money that St. Petersburg, the city of, is going to kick into this deal, along with whatever the Rays are going to jam in, that some are saying, nope, they got to change the name to the St. Pete Rays because Tampa Bay's not paying for the Rays' new stadium. St. Petersburg is. Or a portion of the money.
Tampa Bay's a body of water.
It's,
I mean, it's not the Tampa Rays, but it's not the Tampa Buccaneers either.
Well, we're called
the Tampa Bay area.
The Tampa Bay area. And it's like when you hear people say, and that's, listen, I'm not going to split hairs, but hey, where do you live? I live in Tampa Bay. Well, then technically you'd be underwater in the middle of the body of water that connects.
Yeah.
The Pinellas and Hillsborough counties. So but I don't know if this is going to go anywhere. But some are pushing that. Oh yeah, it needs to be the St. Pete Rays, and not the Tampa Bay Rays.
Let's get even less attendance.
Let's see where that thing goes.
Let's name it the Largo Rays. Put it off of Missouri Avenue.
The Ozona Rays.
Yeah, that'd be great.
What do you think?
Yes.
I love it. The Ozona Rays. Hey, check this out. What percentage of workers cheat on their significant other at the office holiday party? Oh, when is ours coming up?
So ours is next Thursday, the 14th.
Yeah, that's the night before you leave to go out of town.
Ooh, that's not good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like from
Probably
6 to 6:45.
Yeah,
with an open bar from 6:30 to 6:32.
I don't say where it is.
Okay,
but I have no idea where it is. Where's the party being held? But don't give out the name.
It was moved. There was originally one location that was published.
Where? What the original was? What part of town?
Tampa.
The original was in Tampa,
right?
I think both locations are in Tampa, but one was like a hotel and the other one's like a hostel. I don't know. I don't even know where it is. I'm sure it's a nice place.
Roxanne, do you know where the office Christmas parties located this year? Do you have any idea?
I do. It's funny you say that. I knew the original location, and now that you just told me that, Fester, I had to pull up.
Yeah, because we all got like this alert, this
the
calendar
new-
alert.
Yeah.
Change of location.
And I've never heard of nor been to.
Can you write it down?
Yes, and it's actually very out of the way for me.
It's very out of the way.
The other one was very convenient, and this one, once you get home with
Can
your
you
kids.
tell me where the first one was located?
Yeah, the first one was a Rocky Point area.
Oh, was that the one where we had it last year?
I think may have been.
Yeah, it was.
Is that like the old Hulk Hogan beach bar place?
Yes.
That was where it was, right?
Yes. The Iron Sheik is called now. I don't know what it's called now. But it was a nice place. I didn't go last year, but
Well, this new place.
It's called Macho Man's.
Oh,
yeah. So now where is this one? And why is it inconvenient to you?
Well, it's a 35-minute commute, so that means
35 minutes from where you live in West Chase?
Yes. And
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What is it, in Lakeland?
It's over in Sefton.
There are plenty of places around Tampa that it takes 35 minutes to get to from West
Well,
Chase.
what part of town is it? What part of Tampa?
I think it's closer to downtown.
Yeah, it's close to downtown.
From Roxanne, it's a couple minutes away.
Yeah.
That's the problem of having a party.
Is there parking there? Or is it going to be like a hassle to park if it's in downtown?
It's probably a hassle.
No, it's not in downtown, so I don't think parking's going to be a problem.
What is it? One of the strip clubs on Adamo?
Yes, it is.
I wish.
It is. Yep.
That'd be a party.
All right. So are you going to the Christmas party? Yes or no?
I was going when it was at Rocky Point. I mean, I calculate everything to the T.
Yeah.
So that's a 15-minute drive for me. So 30 minutes round trip.
And
you
I'm
got to pay a
leaving-
sitter. You have to be away from your kids.
I'm leaving on vacation the next day.
Yeah.
It's not, I'm going to be like packing and it's not conducive for me. But am I going to be viewed as like not a team player if I don't show up to the Christmas party?
You're already viewed as not a team player. I don't know that a Christmas party of a bunch of salespeople getting drunked up with some promotion interns is going to.
Yeah, then you got to meet all the spouses of the people you work with. And
I have not.
then they close talk you for like half an hour.
Yeah.
Spitting hors d'oeuvre particles in your face.
And then there's always one person who gets really drunk, which makes it fun.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, so
what percentage do you have?
Yeah, so back over to my story, which precipitated our holiday party talk. Nearly blank percent of workers cheat on their partner at office holiday parties, according to this particular survey. Spokio, isn't that the data collection? Don't they have like Spokio? Don't they have like real estate? And like people search information, right? Spokio, like who is and
Yeah, it's like you can enter somebody's information,
name, address, their phone, and what it is, they give you like minimal information. They want to sell you stuff, right?
Right.
They want you to pay for stuff. Yeah, Spokio, I guess, commissioned this. 1,158 American adults were surveyed back in October and found that nearly 20% of workers cheat on their partner at the office holiday party.
Is that under the most obvious is least obvious category? I mean, it doesn't seem like a great place to go hook up if your spouse is there with you.
Well, that's the question.
Yeah.
20%
Now,
seems
how
awfully-
many holiday parties do employees go to without their significant other? That doesn't, I think, right? Most.
You bring your plus one with you.
Michelle didn't go with me to the holiday party last year.
I remember that.
But here's the
Yeah,
deal.
I popped in for 12 seconds.
But every time I've ever seen you,
You
go,
want to know why? Because Ron DeCastro,
Yeah.
not Ron DeSantis, but our market manager and vice president is Ron DeCastro, and he was like brand new. He was here for like 2.5 minutes. And I'm like, yeah, all right, I'll make an appearance at the Christmas party.
Yeah, but every party I've ever seen you go to, you're looking for a way out the second you get there.
What are you talking about? Okay, you're right.
I mean, you are. I mean, it's like, I see you somewhere socially. You're like, I'm going to be here for 6 more minutes. I'm like, all right, see you tomorrow. Well, but you're always, when you get somewhere, you always have an exit plan to get out of somewhere.
According to the survey, 35% had nearly been enticed to cheat on their partner at the office Christmas party, while 17% admitted to actually cheating on their significant other at the holiday party. What are you showing Fester on your phone, Roxanne?
Photographic evidence that you were at the holiday party last year.
Oh, I'm not denying it.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's good.
It's true. I was
talking
there.
with Mark Zallis.
Oh,
that was a thrilling
I'm
conversation.
about to say. I mean, what am I going to go to some hotel lounge just to have to talk to Mark? Oh. I like Mark.
Mark's cool.
Have Pat George tell me tortilla recipes. I mean, okay, great, Pat.
Let me tell you how to melt cheese on a what are those things called?
Well, you want a quesadilla? That's second to none. You can make it in the microwave.
Let me show you how to melt cheese on a slice of Wonder Bread and call it gourmet grilled cheese. Yeah, it puts it in the microwave. Seriously.
All right.
And so holiday hookups, it's an issue. And then listen, you have open bar, you've got liquor at some of these holiday parties, and clearly that can exacerbate the situation.
Do we get a company like a company Christmas party or holiday party gift?
No.
Okay.
What do you mean a gift?
Like I've been to company parties before where like everybody who worked there got like a frame
Yeah.
or
Not here.
a vase
Yeah,
or,
let me tell you right now
or
that
some tchotchke.
a lot of companies out there, the gift they're giving you at the Christmas party is that you still have a job.
Yeah.
Kind of a backhand.
That's like what. No, listen, it's a lot of companies these days. Yeah, because listen, you look at what I just see. I just saw Spotify. Spotify is laying off 17% of their workforce. Did you see that?
Ooh.
Yeah. So, speaking of Christmas, I don't know if I understand the story, but after 60-something years, Brenda Lee's Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree is number one on the charts.
All right, so every year this time of year, one of those old throwback songs becomes the most downloaded song.
Right. So downloaded and airplay and
Rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop. Mistletoe hung where you can see every couple tries to stop. Rocking around the Christmas tree, let the Christmas spirit ring.
All right, so Brenda Lee, who sings that song's from like 1950 something. So Brenda Lee is leading the Billboard Hot 100 songs chart with Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree. Andrew tells me she was 13 years old when she sang this.
Rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop.
Tell you what, she's not pretty damn good for a 13-year-old.
So as you're talking about this, I'm doing the math.
Yeah.
She was born in 1944 in December.
Yeah. The song came out in 57, right?
It came out in 58.
58.
But it came out before her 14th birthday, so
Wow.
she was 13 when she belted the tune.
That's insane.
Wow. And now she's like a million years old and she's still singing her one song.
But it's the first time that it's reached coming in at number one. Hi, everybody. I'm Casey Kasem, and we're counting down the biggest Christmas songs of all time. And coming in at number one, it's the little 13-year-old from Kalamazoo.
Rocking around the Christmas tree.
Not talking about Doug.
Christmas party hop. Mistletoe hung where you can see every couple tries to stop. Rocking around the Christmas.
She is 78 years old. She's still alive.
Still alive?
Yeah, if we played Dead or Alive, I would have totally lost that.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I totally would have busted that. I would have thought that she's 78. She's a spry 78 years old right now.
All right, so she has a lot of songs. I said one song, but apparently according to Google, she has a lot, although I couldn't name a second one.
Yeah, this marks the 78-year-old Brenda Lee's third career number one on the chart and her first since 1960 when she topped the charts with I'm Sorry and I Want to Be Wanted. But it's the first time that Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree has charted at number one on whatever the metric is. Now it's like downloads and, whatever the hell it is. Yeah, it reached or streams. So Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree reached nearly 35 million streams and 21 million radio plays this year, according to Luminate data.
This old lady still get a big fat check.
You know who she unseated?
What, Mariah Carey?
Yep. Man, we got to do a parody for Festival. All I want for Christmas is food. All I want for Christmas is food.
That's not a parody. That's real life.
It is. So congratulations to 78-year-old Brenda Lee, who's reached number one with these new metrics on streaming, etc.
Rocking around the Christmas tree. Hello, everybody. I'm Brenda Lee.
Yeah, she sounded like a 40-year-old when she was 13. Imagine what she sounds like now.
Got a pack of smokes over here.
We have no idea what she sounds. I try and find like a YouTube interview of Brenda Lee in the last 2 weeks.
Decade.
Come on. Well, I mean, is she? Listen, she's 78. I mean, has she shown up on TV? Has she been on Good Morning America?
I mean, 78 is not that old.
No, it's not. I mean, these days, I would Jimmy Carter's 99 years old. Henry Kissinger, he died at 100. I mean, Brenda Lee is basically jailbait for Henry Kissinger.
I remember when Henry Kissinger came over, and I was like,
oh man! All right, let me just try to strategize what I want to do in the final minutes of our hour and 20 minutes plus of the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. And don't forget, we got a whole hour to go. So we've got the 9 o'clock hour coming up, and we'll give away Rolling Stones tickets. So keep listening to the MJ Morning Show. We have Rolling Stones tickets. We'll give these away for the Stones June 3rd in Orlando. And we got tickets coming up. I'll tell you exactly when to call in here on the MJ Morning Show. Listen to this. Speaking of workplace, coworkers, if you even see a coworker sniffle.
Oh, about to say. I walked into a couple of radio studios oh, sorry, guys.
Oh,
bathroom breaks.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, because you have worked with a couple of people in the biz.
I've walked into a couple of, yes.
Like a pile on the desk like Scarface.
Yeah,
like Tony Montana.
Don't let me interrupt, guys.
Say hello to my little friend.
Always the last person you suspect.
Yeah. No, I'm not talking about coke sniffles.
Okay, all right.
No, but that's true, Fester. You've
listen.
You've walked in on a few people, haven't you?
I've walked into my fair share of drug-fueled situations.
Yeah, people just sniffing up a line.
I'm like, okay,
make a list.
Yeah.
I gotta go. No list, no tells.
Yeah. So, what happens when you see a coworker sniffle at work? It actually puts you into a defensive phase. And it actually is a trigger. So if you see somebody sneeze, looking unwell, they're sniffling, they're snorting, whatever, and you start to react like you too might get sick or, this is a real biological response. According to new research, this was put together by Dr. Patricia Lopes.
You know when I find myself doing that? 2 times. Number 1, when I am around children who sneeze in your face or something. And then number 2, when I'm on a plane and I hear someone start to sniffle, I get very defensive mode.
Yeah.
Like, that seat behind me, I heard the sneeze.
Since COVID, I'm triggered by people coughing around me. If you're coughing and you're just hacking it up, I'm like, oh, get me out of here.
But pre-COVID, that was something that happened. You get a cough that lingers, you might not even have any germs.
Yep, just cough on me. You're fine.
Dr. Patricia Lopes is a biology professor at Chapman University, which, if it's the Chapman I know of, that would be Chapman down in Orange County, California, because Julian was considering Chapman. That was on his hot list because Chapman's got a great film school. I think the brothers that did the Netflix Stranger Things, I think they went to Chapman.
Oh.
Yeah, but Michelle and Julian, when they did their college tour, You know, the top pick for Julian, NYU film is the best in the country right now. But NYU is strong. Chapman out in California, very strong. Of course, USC, UCLA. Hey, Florida State's got a good film program. There are a bunch of schools that have good film programs. But, Julian did visit Chapman, and Chapman might have been second choice for Julian if he didn't get into NYU early decision.
Tell you what, man, the film school.
Julian had to withdraw when he got accepted early decision to NYU Tisch Film. Julian had to withdraw from all of the other universities that he applied to, so we don't even know if he was going to get in there. But this happened to Chapman, and that's where the research came from. Usually when we think of getting sick, we focus on the person who's ill, but Dr. Lopes' study published in the journal Functional Ecology and further discussed in Trends in Ecology and Evolution reveals something fascinating. Infections affect more than just the sick person. They can trigger changes in the bodies and behaviors of others around them, even if they're not really sick. It's like you get into this like spazzed out psychosis, or you have this like psychological in your head reaction if somebody's sick. That's what the research is showing. That, oh man, I'm not feeling too well right now, and there's nothing wrong with you, but you're.
I don't know. That's Froggy today. His kids are sick. Yeah. And he thinks he's sick. He doesn't want to get us sick.
Yeah. Froggy called in sick at 4:30, 5 o'clock, whatever it was this morning.
Early.
Yeah. Froggy says, yeah, hey, my kids are sick. I'm not feeling too well. So Froggy called in sick today.
Yeah, he did say, I don't want to get you guys sick as well. That's incredibly thoughtful.
Can I point something out here?
Sure.
So Froggy, like a month ago, he put up an Instagram thing on his Instagram, and it was like a little graphic, and he wanted to get response from people. And this is like when I was first talking about the contract, and I don't know if I'm going to renew. And, for those that, I'm getting closer. I had a really good meeting on Friday. So, I think a deal's going to get done, and the MJ Morning Show will continue. That's my guess right now. But Froggy, a month ago, did you guys see this? Did you know about this?
No.
Froggy put up a question on his Instagram. He built a little graphic.
I saw that.
Yeah, and it was something to the effect of, hey, if I did my own morning show, would you listen? And you think it's any coincidence? I'm talking about, hey, my contract's coming due. I don't know if I'm going to renew. I don't know if we're going to come to a deal. This might be. And then Froggy puts up this thing, hey, if I did my own morning show, would you listen? And I'm like, he calls in sick all the time. He'd be missing from his own morning show like 7-8 times a month.
I do remember that.
Yeah.
I didn't know what you were going to talk about, but I do remember seeing that. But did he say my own morning show, or did he just say my own show? Because that's just like a podcast or something.
No,
it could be anything.
No, he meant, because I think Froggy thought that if I leave here, that maybe it would be the Froggy Morning Show. I think that's what maybe he was thinking.
A, it probably would be. B,
you don't know that.
Be the Roxanne and Froggy show.
You never know.
Roxanne and Froggy.
But Roxanne doesn't even know if Roxanne
Yeah.
is coming back this year. All we do is talk about MJ's contract woes. I'm next in line, and my contract expires 2 days after yours.
Your contract expires on January 2nd?
It's very odd, yes.
That's weird.
Yeah.
It's strange. All right, let me take a break here. But
you get a 1099 for next year for 2 days.
Yeah.
8:49 at the MJ Morning Show. Hey, we're about to start the 9 o'clock hour. That means we will give away Rolling Stones tickets next hour. Want to see the Stones? Hot ticket, baby. Could be the last time ever. And will all members actually make it to the tour date of June 3rd in Orlando? All right, we will give away Rolling Stones tickets in the next segment, in the next hour. Don't move. We are loaded. I still have the 9:10 must-hear story of the day, which is don't get this disgusting thing on an airplane. And I see it all the time. I've known about this for years, and when I see people do this on an airplane, they order this particular thing when they're doing the beverage and food service. I cringe, and I almost want to say, hey, no, don't do that. So what is it? 9:10 must-hear story coming up on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Stand by. Hey.
was almost in a boy band. I remember I met Lou Pearlman. He's like, "You got it."
Yeah, I got to test you out. Let me stick your. All right.
Okay, Lou.
All right. Oh, but all right. 9:02 at the MJ Morning Show. MJ and the crew. Man, we got a lot of stuff to get to in the final hour. Plus, we'll give away the Rolling Stones tickets here in just a bit. Listen, it's going to be simple. I'm just going to tell you what caller to be. Be the right caller. You win the Rolling Stone tickets. I'll probably grab the caller live on the air as well. No particular order. I just need a lightning around a lot of stuff here. I've got the 9:10 must-hear story of the day coming up. Do not order this on an airplane, whatever you do. I've known this for years, and then I just saw a story on this week. I'm like, you know what? I got to bring this back up. This is absolutely a must-hear story. We'll do it at 9:10 in minutes. Cats. Fessy, you don't have any pet. So your kids have not talked you into a dog. Your kids want a dog.
Oh, they're trying.
Dude, get your kids a dog. Come on. They're the best.
I sat both kids down, and I told them, look, life sucks. No pet.
What is the matter with
Yeah,
you?
that's right. The way it goes.
What is wrong with
Drop
you?
the hammer. Yeah.
Come on.
No, thank you.
I finally acquiesced because my children want pets really badly, and Doug is not allowing it, but we are going to get fish.
We're going to get chinch bugs. Got to get a bunch of chinch bugs for the kids.
Fish
Got an aquarium filled with chinch bugs.
We got bed bugs in the house. Kids love them.
Come on.
Fish don't count.
Get your, hey, I had a story. We didn't get to it, but a kid had like a pet fish and the landlord wanted like a $500 pet security deposit for, I'm like, what? Yeah, this was like a month ago. I never got to the story. I had it in my pile. It was some ridiculous deal where the landlord wanted some ridiculous like security deposit for like a pet fish. Festa, come on, get your kids a dog.
Maybe after the new year. We time.
Oh, so kids' life sucks, but hey, in 3 weeks maybe.
Well, I tell kids, yeah, maybe after the new year.
All right, if you got a dog,
right?
What would you get?
I don't know, a dead one. I don't know.
Oh, come on, Fester.
I don't know.
Come on.
My wife.
What's the matter with you?
My wife thinks in her fantasy world that she lives in that she needs a hypoallergenic dog, a dog that doesn't shed.
Why are you talking like that?
That's how she sounds.
Why would you call your wife? Why would you talk about your wife? You talk like that.
She's like, oh my God. Let's get a
God.
dog. Let's get a hypoallergenic dog, something that doesn't shed or so.
Allison does not talk like that.
Hang on, let me call Allison. I got 3 Allisons in my direct. I got Allison Domino.
Oh,
remember her from promotions
good
over
people.
at Allison Domino. She's cool. I got Allison Ray, my cousin's wife.
Oh,
and then
Wait,
here's
I thought that was Allie Ray.
no, Allison Ray.
Oh.
This is my cousin's wife up in New York. Hang on, let me call Allison Siciliano,
So,
Fester's wife.
I've had probably 20 men over the years tell me that they think about my wife every day because she's first in their phone book.
Yeah.
Alphabetically.
Really?
You see my wife's name every day.
Hello, is this Allison?
It is.
Allison, this is the MJ Morning Show calling. You might be familiar with the broadcast because your husband works here.
I'm very familiar.
Excellent.
Are you at the dentist?
I am.
I
I'm
forgot.
sitting in the waiting room of the dentist.
Oh, you said, okay, so you got a second here.
Hudson has a dentist appointment.
I will make this fast. So just pets came up again because I do have a pet story, which I'm going to get to here. And I asked Fester just spontaneously, are you going to get your kids a dog? And he's like, no. I sat the kids down and I said, kids, life sucks. But then listen, then 2 seconds later, he says, all right, maybe after the first of the year.
No. I'm always giving a timeline to kick it down the road. After first of the year, it'll be maybe Easter.
Okay.
And then after Easter, it'll be like, maybe after Memorial Day.
Oh, you're can kicking.
Yeah.
No. We are not can kicking much longer.
All right, Allison, just put your foot down and get the damn dog. You know what? Just go get it yourself.
Well, that is definitely an option. I am planning on it after the first of the year.
Hey, did you just walk out of the waiting room and go outside?
I did. I'm outside. Does it sound better?
No. Well, it's not
sounds
as
completely different.
It's not as echoey, but I just can tell that the timbre of the sound just changed completely. So I knew you walked outside.
Yeah.
So, Allison, the reason why I was calling you is, yes, I'm going to make sure you get a dog. If I got to pick it up myself and drop it off, what kind of dog do you want? What do you think the ideal dog is for you and the kids?
What's your dream dog?
A mid-sized dog that is not gigantic, but definitely can be played with and roughhoused with a little boy. And I want it to have hair, so anything that's mixed with poodle, so that it'll have hair. So a doodle, a poodle.
All have hair, Allison.
A labradoodle. No. They
How about a Shih Tzu doodle?
Yeah, a shadoodle.
If it's a good one, maybe.
Why are we even taunting Allison about a pet that I'm not going to get?
Oh, no. You are getting a dog. Like, whether you like it or not, we are getting a dog after the first of the year.
I love it. I love it. Hey, we're getting a dog, and you're going to like it.
You know that he's going to be the biggest softie, and he's going to be the one that likes it the most.
I'll be the one doing all the
prep for the dog. I don't know why he's complaining.
Dude, listen, I remember Fester with that little Chihuahua. He carried it around in his purse like Paris Hilton.
It was ridiculous, and he is going to be the same way with this dog. I guarantee it.
You go get a dog, I'll go get myself an apartment.
All right, go get a dog.
You have fun.
You know what? I'm calling your kids individually and telling them that good news. Daddy said you're getting a dog after the first of the year.
I'm all about it. I'll be on the phone with you.
Let's make it happen. And if the show is back after the first of the year, which I think it's looking like we should be back. I'm going to make sure you guys get your dog.
Operation Dog. I love it. I'm on board.
There we go. Hey, do you like cats?
I am not a fan of cats, and he is allergic to cats. Right. So that's probably...
I'm allergic to most cats as well. Some cats I have very little reaction to. Some, my eyes close up. And what was that movie with like the awful allergic reaction? Well, you know what?
Where his face swelled up. Was it Hitched?
Was it Hit? Was that?
Yeah, Hit.
Yeah, like Will Smith.
Will Smith and Hit.
Yes.
All right, so some cats will do that to me. The reason why I'm bringing up pets and what got into this whole discussion about Fester and the dog is I saw a story about a new study that having a pet cat increases the risk of schizophrenia.
Really?
Yes. If you have a cat, it increases your chance of going schizo.
Fantastic. That's what I need in my household.
And it could be due to the toxic parasites that come out of cats' butts.
Yeah. Cats' butts are very unclean.
But it's all like... Can I be honest? Doggy number 1 and number 2 is much better than kitty number 1 and number 2.
Yeah, that's why they go in a box in your house, and it refreshes the whole house. And right?
It's all
crazy. It's crazy.
I got to go into a dentist appointment. I'm sorry to cut it short, but I'm on board with the dog.
All right. Goodbye, Allison.
Bye.
All right. Goodbye.
Fester, listen, you just survived potentially a life-threatening issue. Get your kids a dog.
I had the runs. Okay. Let's put it in perspective. I was laid up for a week with dehydration.
Just stop right there.
Drank a couple of Gatorades and Imodium.
Just halt and catch fire right there, okay? All right. New study. If you want to look this up, I don't want to go into too much more detail, but it could be due to the parasites that cat owners risk becoming schizophrenic, double the risk of others if you own a cat, according to brand new research from a bunch of Australians while they were cooking shrimp on the Barbie, I believe.
Oh, good day.
Yes, good day.
Your wife is very schizo lately.
Exactly. And then the dingo ate your baby. It's really a bad day. First you go in schizo, and then the dingo ate your baby. So,
all right. So, what exactly is schizophrenia?
It's when you. Is it in the not multiple person? Is it in the bipolar disorder family?
It is a psychological condition.
You hear voices
where you can have multiple personalities, and you can have just very, pronounced swings in your emotional well-being and behavior.
It's a severe brain disorder. Affects how people perceive and interact with reality.
Yeah,
you have hallucinations, delusions, social withdrawal.
Yeah, I think I covered a little bit of that.
Yeah.
All right. 910 must-hear story. What are you laughing at? You think schizophrenia is funny? Why are you laughing?
The way Roxanne,
what's the matter with you?
The way Roxanne made it sound, I was going to say, that sounds great.
What's the matter with you?
Sounds like you must sign up for it. Actually, it's funny, though. You say it happens with people who own cats. Maybe that's where that crazy cat lady
label comes from.
Oh, you know what? That's a good observation. Crazy cat lady. It's all schizo.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. 910 must hear. I see people doing this on an airplane, and I almost want to interject. I almost want to intervene and say, what are you doing? Don't stop it. What are you not? Is that the guy walking by that wears the same thing every day? Is that the dude?
Is it?
What does he do here?
I don't know.
I mean, this guy walks by I have no idea who he is and what he does.
Well, he seems like a nice enough guy.
Listen, join the club. I wear the same thing virtually every day as well.
You should meet him.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, there's this guy that works here. We see him like walk by, and we have no idea who he is and what he does. I don't think he said anything to anyone. Does he even work here, or is he one of those people that just show up in an office?
He found like the badge in the parking lot.
Yeah.
He just shows up and he
Seriously.
commandeered an office.
I think we have one of those here.
Yeah.
Someone that just walks in every day, sits at a desk, and it's like I think people are afraid to ask him, what do you do here?
He probably has an answer.
And he just walked by. It's got a backpack, which that scares me. All right, anyway, so the 910 must hear, the must hear story. I see people do this. I want to interject. I almost want to slap it out of their hands. No, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
What do you think it is? What should you never order on an airplane? I'll give you a hint.
On the actual plane.
It's beverage service. So
Okay.
what should you never, ever order?
Okay. I've always heard you never want to order coffee on a plane.
Why is
That is correct.
Because the coffee machine has never been cleaned.
Filthy. Filthy. Coffee and tea, you don't want to order. You talk to any flight attendant and they'll tell you, ugh, gross.
This is ironic because
Roxanne only gets a nice cup of coffee on a plane.
No, because this is coming from a non-coffee drinker, you, MJ. So it's good that you have this research available to you and you don't even drink coffee to care.
Oh, I don't like coffee. I don't drink coffee. I don't want to drink coffee.
Don't confuse him talking about it with him actually caring about it.
All right. So listen, I could probably ask for flight attendants right now. We usually can, whatever we ask for, we usually can get. Hey, if there are any flight attendants, you don't have to mention your airline. If you don't want to mention your airline, you don't have to mention your airline. But if there are any flight attendants, or hey, maybe some pilots, maybe we've got some captains or FOs that are listening right now, buzz us up. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. Your thoughts on drinking coffee or tea on an airplane. I've heard this for years. And Fester, right on the money, that the machines are disgusting because you never drink coffee or tea on the airplane. And it's just that the machines are just not clean.
I have a theory. They're probably cleaner.
Go ahead.
They're probably cleaner than the coffee machine here at our station.
Maybe so.
Which I've survived that. So
yeah. So that's the issue. Hey, if there are any flight attendants or any airline folks that are listening right now, phone us up. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. Also, can I point something else out? And this happens a lot. They mostly do this. The coffee that's made in that coffee maker, which you see in the galley, they walk that pot into the bathroom, and when they don't need it, they dump it into the toilet also.
So then the backsplash from the toilet.
Just
in the
fact
room.
that it's like just inches away from the toilet, and they're dumping the coffee in the toilet when it's old and they don't want it anymore.
Right.
And then that thing gets just put right back into the coffee machine. Look, the phones are ringing here on flight attendants. Hi, good morning, MJ Morning Show. Johnny in Largo. Hey, Johnny.
How are you?
Coffee Johnny. So, Johnny, you've been a flight attendant, my screen says, for 20 years.
20 years in the business.
All right, are you still a flight attendant, Johnny?
I am still a flight attendant.
Excellent. Johnny, do you want to mention the airline or no?
Do not. No.
Okay, no problem at all. So, Johnny, tell us your thoughts on coffee and tea on the airplane.
Well, most of us who have been in the business will not hang a coffee pot over the toilet. We pour it into the sink.
Okay.
And most of us will stand outside of the lab, reach in, and just pour the coffee into the sink. So
Right.
we're not even standing into the lab.
All right. So, Johnny, what about the fact that the coffee, the water tanks and the machines, that it's just not that clean? That's one of the things that I've heard for years, and I've known flight attendants that won't drink coffee or tea on the airplane because of that very reason.
So one thing that you should know is that flight attendants themselves know this, and we take it upon ourselves to clean the coffee pot. We'll run through the hot water and stuff. However, we cannot do anything about the water that's in the tank for the aircraft.
And that's the issue, is that's the issue also. It's not just the machine, it's the water in the tank that might
More so than the machine itself.
And that's true. They're 100% right that it's the water in the tank that they're using to make the hot water for the coffee or tea, that tank is not very clean as well. So, hey, Johnny, thank you for calling in, buddy. I appreciate it.
Well, let me add real quick.
Yep.
They do the sanitizer tablets that they will put into the tanks quarterly. So,
okay.
But so you could be the first flight after that tablet, and the water may be extremely strong with the sanitizer.
Right. Why does this coffee taste like bleach?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So, yeah.
Thank you.
Johnny, fly safely, buddy. Thank you.
Wow.
All right.
All right, here's another flight attendant. Patty is in St. Pete. Flight attendant on the way to the airport right now. Hey, Patty, welcome to the MJ Morning Show.
Good morning. How are you?
Are you deadheading somewhere, or you got a flight coming up?
I am commuting to New York, and then I'm going to San Juan.
Oh, wow. So you're flying to JFK, and then you got a flight from JFK to San Juan?
Yeah, it's an easy day.
We're American Airlines. Do I have it right or wrong? Or are you JetBlue?
Neither.
Oh, neither?
Ooh.
Oh, so you want to tell us the airline or no?
No, but it's the best one.
Okay. All right.
But she doesn't want to tell you what it is.
I wonder, is it the airline that I fly most?
Big D.
Maybe.
All right, so Patty, tell us about the coffee on the airplanes and the old story that you really shouldn't order coffee or tea.
Well, I pretty much agree with Johnny. I think he said it all. And to me, it's the water in the tank that I don't trust.
Yep.
And we should drink it a lot more. And I used to find myself getting sick in the old days when I used to drink it, which was on older planes. I've been around a very long time. But I don't trust the water in the tanks.
Do you ever try to dissuade passengers from ordering coffee or tea? You ever say, you know what, how about something else?
No, I've never done that.
All right. Yeah, but folks, if you want to, travel a little more safely when it comes to food and beverage service, it is recommended that you skip the coffee and tea. And again, some of the machines can be dirty, but even more, as Johnny pointed out, I was just about to get there, even more so, it's where the water comes from in the tanks that, I wouldn't trust that water. Hey, Patty, have a great flight up to New York and then down to San Juan, and enjoy are you working the economy cabin or the first class cabin today?
Economy today.
You're back in the steerage class?
Yes. But I have a beautiful layover on the beach, so it's going to be very nice.
You have it overnight?
2.
Oh, you have a 2-day in San Juan.
Yeah, it's sweet.
Oh, that's awesome. So listen, I would imagine your seniority is high enough that you get to bid these kind of flights?
Yes, pretty much. 34 years.
Awesome. Hey, thank you, Patty. Thanks for listening and calling in.
Thank you so much.
All right, bye-bye. Look at that. I mean, I asked for flight attendants. I get 2 of them. I got one going to the airport right now.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah, fantastic.
And they both kind of said the same thing that you did. They agreed.
Yep. Again, don't drink the coffee or tea on the airplane. You don't want the water out of that tank, is what it comes down to. Do you know about Cosmics? A lot of chatter on this. You know about what's going on here?
I know what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know where there's going to be one, although I want to go if there's one near me.
It's really interesting. If you don't know about Cosmics, You got to hear about this. And just think of Mick. McDonald's Cosmix.
Oh, like cosplay at
Well,
McDonald's?
no.
Right.
Yes, I want you to dress up in a nurse's outfit. Do you mind? All right. So
put on that sexy hamburglar outfit.
No, there's a new spinoff from McDonald's called Cosmix, and it's like this top secret project. And did you see they kind of unveiled the building of the first one? Hold on to that thought. We'll get to that coming up in just a bit. I have a lot of stuff. I'm looking at my pile. We have a lot to get to in the final segment, not to mention Rolling Stones tickets. Your chance to win those next on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. If you have an air conditioning problem, I'm going to make things... Final chunk of the program here. And Rolling Stones tickets are on the way in just a bit. So heads up, I'll tell you when to call in for Rolling Stones tickets momentarily. Just be the right caller when I tell you to phone in. Hey, this is pretty funny. Fester, just leave it right there. I'll take it from here. Hey, and Andrew, are you getting the tattoo guy? Guess who called in? The tattoo guy. Remember, we're looking for
Neil, right?
Neil Marcus from Ink Gods in St. Pete. We did a story earlier about a dude that got a tattoo and then walked out without paying. And we said, hey, we got to get this Neil Marcus on the phone from Ink Gods. And this story is like, getting some national press right now. And the store's right here in St. Pete. And the owner is Neil Marcus. Hey, Neil, welcome to the MJ Morning Show. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. How's it going?
Fantastic. So, yeah, we talked about you and the store, and this is being picked up by some national news services. The police reports making the rounds, and I guess you heard from people that we were looking for you.
Yeah, I did.
All right, awesome. Now, first of all, let me be clear about something. I do not have a tattoo. I'm not going to get a tattoo, but I have such respect for tattoo artists. I've seen just amazing work. Even though I don't want a tattoo, I know that many people do. I still have remarkable respect for the talent of a great tattoo artist.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. It's not easy, but it's fun.
So, hey, tell us about the story. We told this earlier. You had a dude, and I can't even pronounce his name. The guy's name is Max Alexander Credchant?
Yes. So he came in. He came in the other night, wanted this tattoo. The guy, so he's telling me about it. He's telling me he wants it on the side of his leg, but he wants a Waffle House. So I told him, I'm like, man, we can do it with color, for like $350. He's like, nah, man, I don't have enough money for the color. Let's just do black and gray.
All right, so black and gray. And folks, this guy wanted a Waffle House tattoo on his calf. So the Waffle House, when you look at their sign, they have the individual squares with the WAFFLEHOUSE. So he wants the Waffle House tattoo, and you want to do it legit by doing some yellow ink.
Yeah. I mean, you should have the yellow ink if you're going to do the logo, but he didn't want to do it. He claimed he didn't have enough money for it.
Right.
So we went ahead and did the black and gray for $250. But when it was time for him to pay, he said, "Hey man, I left my money and I left my wallet in the Uber."
Yeah.
I'm like, wow.
He didn't even have the $250 to pay for the black and gray.
Yeah, I mean, we tried every option. We tried to do routing number, account number. We tried to do Zelle, Cash App. I mean, I said, "Can you call somebody, man, to come?" And he's like, "Nah, I can't do nothing." I said, "Well, bro, you about to go to jail, man."
All right, so Neil, this happened on Saturday night. What time was it?
Saturday night. It was probably around like 8, maybe 7 or 8, I believe.
And he was already drunk, right?
No, well, when he showed up, he was a little different. But the more he went to the bathroom, man, every time he came out to the bathroom, he stumbled a little bit more. So I think he was doing something in the bathroom and, preparing himself for his tattoo.
All right, so he wouldn't pay. Does he walk out and you call 911? What happened?
Well, he sat there for a while. Well, he went after his second or third bathroom trip. He's like, "Man, I can't do nothing, man. I don't know what you want to do." I'm like, well, you can't leave. So he tried to walk outside. Another artist followed him outside and called the police. And being that it's a business and we're right down the street, we're in a tourist area. We're the number one tourist spot in St. Petersburg, Florida for tattoos. So the police came right away. Like, he didn't even have an opportunity to walk down the street. And they came, like, right away. And, so, yeah.
Yeah, and they hooked him up. They took him off to the Pinellas County Jail.
Well, I guess his bond was $150. So I guess if you're looking at it from his point of view, he saved $100.
All right, but listen, he's gonna be ordered by a judge to pay you, I would imagine. Are you gonna pursue a civil claim to get paid?
I gotta get paid, man. I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do. I gotta do everything I gotta do to get paid. So.
And I think you're right. I think you should. I mean, you're a small business owner, and you got expenses. You do good work. I'm sure the Waffle House logo was phenomenal, and you deserve to get your $250.
Definitely, man. I mean, we have tattoo artists that's working, doing the work, man. We got to get paid, bro. We're not in the business of doing free tattoos for the community.
Yeah. and you're on 66th and where?
Yeah. So the tattoo shop is In God's Tattoos. I opened this tattoo location in 2015. So we're on 5208 66th Street North. I also have another location that's in Largo. It's 800 East Bay Drive, Largo. And like I said before, man, we're the number one vacation spot for tattoos in St. Petersburg, Florida. All the tourists come see us before they leave, and most of them book with us before they even get to St. Pete.
And most people pay for their tattoos, right?
Of course, yeah, and they pay with a smile, man.
There you go.
It's never a situation like this, but at least once a year this happens, but it's usually around spring break, All
right. Listen, and your story is kind of blowing up a bit. You're probably going to hear from more people because the story is kind of getting picked up around the country right now.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. That's crazy.
All right. Hey, so Neil, remember, you got the MJ Morning Show right here in St. Petersburg. We're on Q105, 104.7 FM, and hopefully you give us a listen.
All right, for sure, man. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
All righty. Bye.
All right, cool guy.
Gosh, I wanted to ask him last time he went to the Waffle House. We should go.
What a bonehead. Idiot. This guy's a bonehead. The guy that ripped off the tattoo. Max Alexander Crescent.
For the price of the tattoo, this is probably the best thing to happen to Ink God's Tattoo Parlor.
Yeah, for $250, they're gonna get a ton of free publicity. They're gonna get more than $250 in free advertising.
Good.
Look at that. We just had him on there. That was $5,000 right there. Yeah, listen, you hear how cool Neil just sounded?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're gonna get a tattoo, go to Ink Gods, GODZ, in St. Pete and Largo. And, hey, Neil, if you're still listening, heads up. Mark Zallis from our sales department is going to be camped out in your parking lot.
Yes, you'll meet him shortly.
All right. He's the one with the money bag tattoo on his bicep. All right. Hey, Cosmix. So, Fester, what do you know about this? Roxanne, did you look this up during the break?
No, I did not.
All right. Fester, you seem to know what Cosmix. Let me spell this for you. It's COSMC''S. Cosmix.
So from what I understand, and it's not a thorough understanding of it, it's a freestanding restaurant owned by McDonald's that's like totally old school, like a retro McDonald's.
It is a small format concept with all of the DNA of a McDonald's, but with its own specific personality.
All right.
The TV footage I saw this morning, like they're unveiling and they're pulling the big cloth coverings off the signs of the first location in Bolingbrook, Illinois, which I would imagine is probably pretty close to McDonald's headquarters, which is in Illinois.
I think the first McDonald's was in Des Plaines, Illinois.
Yeah, so outside of Chicago.
Once Ray Kroc screwed over the brothers.
Did he?
Oh, you don't know that story?
Well, I saw the movie.
The founder?
Oh, yeah. That's right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Listen.
Goes out there to sell him a couple of shake machines and he takes the empire?
Oh, that's no, I saw the movie. That's right. I saw the movie with what's his face? With Mr.
Keaton.
Mom.
Michael Keaton.
Yeah, Mr. Mom. 220, 221, whatever it takes. Yeah. So, hey, those shake machines run on 220, 221, whatever it takes.
Ray Kroc is a savage.
Yeah. So, the Cosmics, again, a small format concept. The first location is getting ready to open up. And, again, I don't know what the full menu is going to be. But there are apparently special drinks. There are going to be menu items that apparently are not the same as regular McDonald's.
They have a picture here online of the menu board, but I just can't read it.
Yeah, I can't read the menu board either. But go pick up, see if there's some stories that are newer this morning.
Okay.
That there's USA Today. What we know about the menus. Click that. All right, so this is a little fresher story. McDonald's nostalgia-heavy restaurant spinoff has got fast food fans waiting anxiously for an official debut date. Announced by McDonald's CEO and President Christopher Kempczynski during the company's second quarter earnings call in July, the new limited chain titled Cosmix, set to unveil its limited locations in early 24. I wonder if we're getting any from the company here in the Tampa Bay area, because you know the deal. So the biggest franchisee in the country of McDonald's was Casper's. Well, McDonald's bought them. So McDonald's bought all of the Casper's McDonald's from them, and now they're company stores. And the Casper's backed up the freaking truck.
I was about to say.
Yeah.
Does it start with a B?
I had listen to me. I had some friends take us to, the Caspers have that private club.
Yeah, I've been there. It's nice.
Yeah, what's it called again? It's
Soho House?
No. It's
not Soho.
No,
that's in New York.
No,
what the heck?
It's in South
something
Tampa.
House.
No.
Saval. Why did it just escape me?
It's the name of the street
Stovall
down.
House.
Stovall. Yeah, it's the name of the street down there.
Stovall House.
Yeah, South Tampa off Bayshore. Stovall House. And I'm not a member there. It's a private club. But I have friends that are members, and they took us. And so I've only been there once, but it was food was great.
Amazing food.
I thought the food was really good at Stovall House, and I thought the ambience, it's a very nice place.
The outdoor area is beautiful too.
But Casper, one of the Casper, what's his first name? He ran for city council. What's Blake?
Blake.
Yeah. Blake, when I had dinner at Stovall House, which was very good, I really enjoyed the food. I thought it was fantastic. When I was there, Blake Casper, one of the Caspers, he was at a table in the middle, and he had a whole group, and I'm sure that he was constantly looking at me saying, "Oh man, MJ's here."
Yeah, I'm sure he was.
MJ's here. Anyway, they did very well selling those McDonald's locations to McDonald's. In fact, I saw money come out of his butt when he got up to I saw money fly out of his butt, actually, at dinner. No, listen, good for them. Hey, the father had the vision.
Yeah.
And I remember, Fester, you remember that BJ and myself, do you remember that we worked a whole shift at McDonald's?
Yeah, we worked at the one in Pinellas Park.
Right in Pinellas Park. Something came up on the show about working at a McDonald's, and I said, you know what? Let's work at a McDonald's for the day. And they set it up. And I remember meeting Blake's dad. This is back in 1995, 1996. I still have my McDonald's name tag that they made for me. I still have the hat they gave me.
They gave us a paycheck.
Yeah, and they paid us.
Showing up.
Yeah, I got like $22 for showing up.
What?
Seriously.
I got $11.
Well, whatever it was.
They
paid me. I got paid.
Yeah.
So, listen, the Caspers, the patriarch had the vision. and turned it into, $1 billion, whatever it was. I mean, so, good for them.
And if you want to go to, if you're not a member at Stovall House or don't know someone who is, and you want to check out one of their other properties, Oxford Exchange. Love that place.
Yeah, I've never been to Oxford Exchange.
Are you kidding me?
I've never been, believe it or not.
Let's talk about McDonald's that
Anyway,
we've been to.
So back to this whole cosmix. Nostalgia, it kind of has like a little bit of a modern, is it like a Jetsons kind? I don't know.
Maybe that's why I thought it was like old school or nostalgia, because I saw the word nostalgia in it. But it's coming out. The first one's in Illinois right now.
Yep, and they're opening more. But my question is, with McDonald's now owning the Tampa Bay area stores, I wonder if they're gonna, because a lot of chains. Tampa is a hot spot. A lot of national concepts have emerged out of Tampa. Hey, look, Outback, for instance, started right here on Henderson in South Tampa.
But the
Hooters,
the demographics of the Tampa Bay area is very favorable for testing a lot of restaurant concepts.
Been like that for a while. All right, you know what's very favorable right now? Me giving away some Rolling Stones tickets.
Yes.
Let's go with. I'm going to make it easy because we're almost done with the show. Let's go with caller 30. Caller 30 right now, 800-990-1047, 800-990-1047. If you're the 30th caller, you will win Rolling Stones tickets for June 3rd in Orlando. That's the closest that they're playing to the Tampa Bay area, and I've got your tickets right now. You want to see the Stones? Maybe the last time ever. Hope they all make it to the show date next summer. Caller 30 right now, 800-990-1047. That's how you get your tickets right now if you're caller number 30, and we will grab the caller live on the air. So Andrew's screen away. Anything else? I'll save that for tomorrow. I don't know what it is, just a ton of fast food related incidents. Up in Tallahassee, man, the FSU, the Knowles fans, they are still just livid.
They're steamed.
And they have all the right to be. And I saw last night, there's a little bit of a scandal that maybe some shenanigans happened with the pick of Texas. What was I'm not a college. I've been following this thing about the Knowles being snubbed, but I'm not the biggest fan. But what was the Texas team that made it into the four teams picked?
The University of Texas Longhorns?
All right, so was it? So Hook 'em Horns?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So there is a little bit of chatter that there are some shenanigans and some backroom deals done to get Texas in at the I guess the failure of Florida, the Knowles getting in to the college football playoffs. So this is a massive, massive controversy. Let me show you a trick on that, Fester. Just click on that.
Okay.
And then do a little refresh there, and boom, right around it.
Whoa.
Don't give that away.
Nope.
All right. Oh, we're up to caller 29. Let me grab 30 live. Good morning, MJ Morning Show. Who's this?
This is Tim.
Tim, where are you calling from, buddy?
From Valrico.
Fantastic. Would you like to see the Rolling Stones in June?
Are you kidding me?
Dude, you're caller 30. You win.
Oh, my God. Yes, indeed.
You got it. It is a simple process. You called in. You were caller 30 on the MJ Morning Show, and you win. You're going to see the Stones in June at the Camping World Stadium.
That is awesome. Can I just ask how old they are?
Mick Jagger is 80.
Yeah, I think Keith Richards is 78 or 79.
God.
Yeah.
That is awesome, man. That is awesome. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it.
Listen, our pleasure. Thanks for listening. Thanks for calling in. I'm going to put you on hold right now, and then Andrew's going to pick up, get all your information. Enjoy the show.
Thanks again, guys.
All right. Thanks for listening to the MJ Morning Show. We highly appreciate it. Andrew, he's on 5. So another satisfied customer here on the MJ Morning Show. How about that? That's it. I have a lot that I didn't get to, so we'll push some of that off until tomorrow, but that's our story every day. Fester, Roxanne, anything before we roll?
Follow at Roxanne Wilder on IG if you'd like.
All right.
Thank you.
And Fester, folloll you at...
don't follow me anywhere. Don't worry about it. I'll just see you tomorrow. We'll talk more on the radio.
Follow Fester home.
Yeah, come on over, guys.
Just call and come over.
We'll see you tomorrow. MJ Morning Show. And listen, I'm MJ at MJMorningshow.com. You can send me an email anytime. You got some good info, got some gossip, got something I need to know, you got some show content, got a hot tip, send it to me. MJ at mjmorningshow.com and give me a follow on Instagram. I'm certified MJ Radio. And we'll see you back here tomorrow, folks, on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. And let's be careful out there.